Well, we don't need any of that. Let's have some of this. Hello and welcome back to the Flory Models Live Saturday special show, incorporating massive mega sales with up to 50% off of stuff we've probably sold out of. Just saying.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Anyway, welcome back everybody. We trust you're all doing very well. If we can get a bit of a thumbs up from the chat room or anything that you can hear us and we're all good and fine. Any of the chat rooms they're all on today. And we're all fine. For some reason my thing isn't working. I can't tell even if we're live at the moment. I take it we are.
Yeah, we all have. I can see
I've got
something.
no red lights. I've got green lights everywhere, but I just haven't got a feed thing coming through. So, yes. Oh, there you go. It's just gone live now. So there we go. Good job. Anyway, welcome back to part 2 of our special Saturday live build. As you can see, we've all been very busy whilst you've been away as well, doing bits and pieces of modelling. We trust you all had a very nice lunch break, breakfast. Too early for a beer? Never. It's never too early for a drink, especially on a Saturday, because it's like a non-school day. There we go. Everything's coming in. I think we've got a bit of lag. That's the trouble today. Anyway, how are we doing? Did we all have a nice lunch, team?
Yes, fantastic.
Yes, thank you very much.
What did you have? Shall we start with Andy's lunch was?
I had some curly kale, lettuce, falafel, some
Rabbit food?
to basically.
That's wind in a bowl, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a windy meal.
Basically, that's my diet at the moment. Yeah.
Very nice. Well, it washes down with a pizza later. You'll be fine. Nathan, what did you have?
Egg and chips.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Proper
egg and
food.
chips, proper northern.
Yeah, that's it. Good job, absolutely. And well, we did see what John had. A nice sandwich, and he had a very nice Viennese whirl finger.
Yeah, nice ham and tomato sandwich with mustard,
Yes.
packet of crisps, and a nice, big Viennese finger.
Cheeky. And Matt, what did you have?
I had some Bavarian smoked ham and gouda
Oh, yeah.
on a back, and a hog roast sausage roll.
Very nice indeed. Is he
It
been
was.
around the farm shop?
I've been down to Lidl's.
Liddles.
Andy,
Very
I
nice.
just see you dribbling down your top.
Who, me? Or Matt?
Andy's dribbling down his top.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause those hog sausage rolls are really nice, actually.
Proper hog roast.
Very nice indeed. And I had stir fry leftovers from last night. So very nice they were too as well. Anyway, we trust you're all doing very well. I'm just looking at the chats now. Good afternoon to everybody who's in on YouTube as well and YouTube chat. Nice to see you guys all in there. Really nice obviously to see everybody in there. So everyone's saying about sounds healthy. Very nice as well. So good. Scotch egg for me from Martin. Very nice as well. Good job. Right. Okay. So let me just remind you whilst we're all here. If I can find the things. Don't forget we've got our super sale day as well goes on with this one. So I think we need to move this. Just bound in 1 second. There we go. So we've got sale on the Flory Models gear. Obviously this is just for UK members. You can come down here. So we've got washes at £4.80 here, 25% off, 30% off on the pigments and various discounts and deals as well on the sander sets. And obviously normal packs of sanders are all down to a £5 as well. So if you're in the UK, you can buy from there, no problem at all. PM Store has massive mega sale. Yeah, we need to change that. Mega down in there of up to 50% off kits. So we got 15% off Dragon, 20% off Fujami, we've got 15% off of Hasegawa, 15% off Hobby 2000 and 15% off of Ryfield models, and then 10% off everything else as well. In the big sale section, which has been updated, is it? Did you update it, guys? I wasn't.
Yeah.
So unfortunately the Tornadoes are sold out, which doesn't surprise me at all, being at over half price. So these went very well, but we've got some other great deals, as you can see, right the way throughout here. Got some nice stuff. So say we've got some Ryfield extras down in there as well, and some really nice new kits as well, like the SR71. Some very nice stuff. Oh look, there we go. A10s back in. So we've got some A10s and all these other ones as well. As you can see, some very nice stuff, and say some Zvezda airliners as well, which will probably be very sought after shortly. Down as well. So yes, lots of different ones of those. And as we were saying, we've also got on Hobby 2000, Ryfield and things like that an extra 15%, which I will take you around later because I've been told I have to. So those are down in there. We've also got Serious Hobbies, Serious Models even, have joined us as well. So obviously you can get, if you're in the EU, so you don't have to worry about with import duty and VAT and all things like that. They've got obviously the flooring models range and everything, and they're doing a special 10% off, but also you can get the usual bits and pieces directly out of them as well. So as you say, they pretty stock everything, as you can imagine, down in there. Don't forget, you can get in contact with us over on Instagram as well. We'll have a look at these a bit later. Just put the old thing of @officialfloory_models or #floory_models, and you'll be seen in here. We've got some very nice stuff to have a look at a little bit later as well, so we will pop down in there and have a look at your great work. Good job. Very nice. Never mind. How's it going, everybody? We all good?
Yeah, we're all rearing to go.
Raring.
More photo etch on this thing.
That's it. So
That's
it's
it.
all on Nathan and
We're
photo
going to be
etch.
zooming on to Nathan this afternoon as he does all the photo etch.
Masterclass in photo etch.
I've seen it's like the ant-sized bits of photo etch are ridiculous, but I should carry on regardless.
What made you buy a photo etch set for that?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest, but I seem to have it, so might as well use it.
Was you feeling like a bit of self-punishment at the time or something?
Yep.
He wants to test his eyes and his patience.
Thing is, though, we all
And his tweezers.
you all moan and groan about photo etch, but every time we get a new kit, the first thing we do is, what photo etch is available for aftermarket? And
I don't do that anymore. I just look for what aftermarket Quinta Studio set is available for it, or if not, like colour photo etch set, and is there a mask set? That's all I do now. I look at other bits afterwards, but they're the two important things in life.
Yeah.
you might struggle with Quinta now.
Oh,
You
good
never
point.
know. There's always Edard
Edard look sets.
look sets and that other
Yeah.
one. The kits will do them now, don't they? 3D
It's what I
printers?
did for this lump. That's the Edard one in there. That's a nice cockpit set. That saved me a lifetimes of pain just sticking that in with a bit of PVA.
Can we just on YouTube chat before we lose it? Joe says, anyone if the old Airfix 148 Jaguar GL1 has raised or recessed panel lines? Failing that, does anyone have a Kitty Hawk one they're willing to sell?
I know the answer to the Airfix question. It's recessed.
Recess.
But it's really
Recessed,
soft. It's not
It's very-
recessed as in crispy. This is the 1980s, was it? 80s,
It's the same
90s?
era as
90s, I think.
don't think it is, okay. It's very sort of like
Trenchy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very soft. It's not crispy, what I would say sharp panel lining. It's the very soft one. It's what they did on the FA2. That was a horrible kit. Do you remember the old 48 scale FA2 Harrier? So it had
Yeah.
a recessed, not very nice fuselage, and then raised wing detail, and all the other bits came from the old Harrier, the FRS1. So yeah, that was a mishmash of horribleness.
And Nick Wood said, love to show you. So Nick Wood said, love to show you my 32nd F18 Rebel.
Creation. Yeah, don't
Creation.
forget, just do hashtag or @officialfloory_models on Instagram, and we can all have a look then. Stick it on there and we can all have a look, see at your great work.
Can I just say in defence of the Airfix Harrier, it's still better than the Tamiya one.
fair
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's both are in there. It's not. Yeah.
Adam says, when are some of the older video builds going to be part of the classic section? Is that because you're cheap and not paying for the membership? To be honest with you, I am going to move probably another few over to the classic section, but because of obviously everything that's gone on with me, which you might not realise, but I haven't been particularly brilliant recently, and I haven't had time to do it. So once I get a bit of time to sit down for an afternoon or a day to shift things around on the main site, I will get some of the older ones put over to the classic section so you can see them. Don't forget, there's a few of the newer ones in there, including brand new ones like the Vulcan. If you haven't seen, that is on there on the free to watch area as well, so you can see that.
If you're not a member, you should come and join the herd.
Yes, you need to join the herd, or the Flory family as we like to call it, but herd's good as well.
Come and join us.
Yeah.
Two heads talking. Did Phil say yes, we did. To be honest, there is some kits that Tamiya doesn't do very well. Harrier,
Harrier's one.
A10,
Yeah.
not brilliant.
T62.
Good shape. awful kit.
T62, yeah.
Yeah, T62. There are other options. They're not the be all and end all. So
The
yes.
32 scale Tomcat's a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, 32nd Tomcat's not brill, is it?
No. And again, if you go with the Bombcat, that's a hybrid of like really old stuff and new stuff as well in there. It doesn't weld together particularly well.
I'd say that they have got some dogs in there, I think.
Yes, they've got a few skeletons in the closet, haven't they, still?
Yeah, they are few and far between, but the thing is, they still release them, don't they? It's like
Yeah.
they still buy that Sea Harrier and the Tomcat and stuff, so, yeah.
Definitely.
There's one for Nathan Adams says, anyone know how much nose weight the 48th Rebel Tornadoes need? GO1 and GO1 and F3.
A couple of kilos.
Instructions say 40 grams.
Yeah.
But there's no way he's going to get 40 grams of lead shot in the nose.
It depends if you got the wings forward or not. That'll make a difference.
Just fill the nose cones with
Yeah.
lead shot is enough. If you get the fine lead shot, the really small ones, that's less air, so that's more dense. But if you fill the nose cones, they're fine.
Yeah.
Don't need to do anything else. Forward with flaps down, you'll be fine. Just fill the get the really small, teeny tiny, like 1 mil lead shot stuff. Pour it in, load of super glue or PVA after it. Jobs are good.
If you look on eBay and places like that, you can get divers shot. Yeah, bags of it, which is like really fine.
Yeah, and it's cheap, isn't it?
Yeah. Mix it with PVA glue and shove it in. It's like, yeah, it feels really well.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Roger from Photography UK says, I put a pic of, as I remember you saying that Academy never done an F-15E. No, they did, didn't they? But it's more of a B than an E version, the way that they did it.
Did you build the 48th one?
I did the MSP one, MSIP one, which is the midlife upgrade one that had the single seat C.
The C you did, was
I
it?
did, I built that kit. That's a video build.
I think they do one in 72nd, don't they? E, I think.
Yeah, do a 7-second E.
Yeah.
Is it 48th they didn't do an E of?
Well, he's saying that apparently they did because he's put a photo up apparently. So we'll have a look at those in a minute. Talking Heads is saying, I thought my A10 was okay, better than the Monogram and more accurate than the Italeri. The thing is, that's the thing. If you talk to the aficionados about the A10, the Tamiya one has got the best shape. But, I've built it and I've helped Ron build his and he never even finished it because he sort of gave up the ghost in the middle of it. It's not an easy kit to work with. Purely because, again, it's old school. It's 70s Tamiya. So by today's standard, the Hobby Boss one's a dream kit, goes together. But even though I think shape-wise, the Tamiya is better out of them all. But accuracy-wise, the Italer's is well off. Sorry, go on.
This new Academy one's going to be quite looking forward to seeing that and what they do with it, because obviously new Academy stuff is really quite nice.
Very nice, yes.
So it's going to be interesting to see what they come up with and how they tackle it and stuff. So I'm sure you might be building one, I would have thought, next year.
Yes, definitely. Speaking of which, F-15s, I am going to be starting on the F-15E, the Great Wall Hobbies one, which will be the first time I've built a Great Wall Hobbies kit.
Oh, can I just say, and we have them in stock.
And we have them in stock. So I'm going to be starting that after I finish these two. So once I get rid of the two massive wonders in front of me, I'll be onto that one.
That's a lot of weapons, isn't it?
Yes.
Have you got a book? Have you got a book?
I have, yeah. I've got a book on the F-15Es and that. Yes, I've got a good book. So.
Which one are you doing? Are you doing Lake and Eve then?
I probably will do a home bird, yeah. Yeah, I probably will do the Lake and Eve birds. So.
Cool.
Oh, yes. What else? I saw one. How much is PM taking off kits? Was it 5%? No, it's 10% off all kits, but we got the other deals where it's up to 50% if you go in the special section, and then as I said, the ones we mentioned before. So you can see those over on the PM store. Phil, can you answer a question? Why don't you have the chat anymore on the Thursday show like you've done today? That's from Wayne. To be honest, Wayne, don't forget the Thursday show is more of a members type one. We open it up to the world to see because we're good like that, but we tend to use the members chat. You can't see it now, but we have another separate chat room with all the members that are in it. which there they are, the Motley Crew, as well. So obviously it's more designed around the members, if you like. So we're answering all of their questions and things like that. And as you probably know, we're on for only an hour and a half. And when we do live like this, obviously there's hundreds and hundreds of questions and we can't possibly answer them all. So we have a situation in the forum where members can ask a question, add photos and detail to it. We answer those questions during the show, and then obviously we get feedback off of the members forum chat area and do it that way, because obviously it'd just be too much to do it. Today's not so bad because it's more relaxed and we're just building along and going it through. But that's why
they're the ones that pay to keep the lights on. So.
Yeah, they pay for the electricity and put 50p in the meter.
Just on our thing, there's a question before it goes from Steve. He sprayed Future over Tammy LP and now it's a rough finish. Any ideas? I am thinking about respraying the Future with a wet coat and see if it will self-level. Any suggestions?
Yeah.
Don't use Future.
Yeah, we've all sort of moved away from Future now, to be honest. There's better options out there by using, you know, as I say, normal lacquers and things. But Future, being its nature, if you put down a nice wet coat over it, it will eat into itself and should smooth itself out. So you should be fine with that. Just give it a nice wet coat, but not too wet, because you end up getting runs and drips and stuff in there.
You can always look down, can't you? Sorry, I'm just thinking you can always get a bit of polishing stick or something and polish it back.
Okay, so apparently Academy do a 48E and the I, which is almost the same thing. So, as I say, I always thought Academy did the K, and it was all based around the K, because obviously that's a Korean version of the F15E. But that's what I thought. That's what I was getting confused with, because we know they do the K, but I thought that's what the kit was more based off of the K than the E. So, but I stand to be corrected. Do you have an email address? I could send some pictures. You could, Nick, but obviously we can't show them on here because it doesn't work that way. So if you want to do it, stick it on Instagram or something else like that, and we can get to it.
He hasn't got Instagram.
Oh, right. But you can send them over to sales@florymodels.co.uk if you wanted to, and I can pick them up and speak to you about it later. RPM able to get 2 Bob's 48 scale Lake and Heath decals for the F15E. I just received my Great Wall Hobbies kit from PM and want to do a different bird to the special markings in the kit. We could get them in as a special, couldn't we?
Let me have a look.
I'll have to have a look. I don't know with that. Kenneth asked, with your F18 book is from Reed Oak, innit? Or Reed Publications?
Reed Air Publications it is. That one we were discussing the other night, which is this one.
Got it.
Hold on, I'll get the I-band thingy up for you and you can see it. Oh, wrong camera. Hold on.
Here you go.
There it is. Okay, hold on. Zoomy. Oh God, wrong camera. Hold on, full screen it. There you go. That's your I-band. Pause now. And that's your number for it.
Wonder if there's any left at Bookworld Wholesale.
I don't know. But yeah, that's the one.
Andy, have a look. See if they've sold out.
I'm looking for 2 Bob's decals at the moment.
But yeah, as I say, if you've never seen these ones before, this is, as I say, he owes me a drink. This is Jake's book. He does absolutely amazing work on these ones. So if you haven't got any of it, I must admit, I've got the lot now. They did one on the A10, one on the F16. You would have seen when I do my builds, I always use them as references. But as you say, you've got every conceivable detail photo of anything from a modelling point of view you're ever going to need. So as you say, this covers the Echo, Foxtrot and Growler versions, the G, and all the weaponry and all the bits that go with it, and all the pods and the squadrons, and yes, you name it, it's all in here. Yeah, and there's the other ones we do. Right, that's enough of the free advert for him. I'll tell you the one I haven't got is the Prowler. I must admit, I haven't got the Prowler version.
When was the last time you built a Prowler?
Do you know what? The last time I did it, I think I did the old thingy one. The old monogram one.
Yeah.
That would be the last time, which would have probably been in the late 90s. I've never done the kinetic one.
I could say you've never tackled the kinetic one then.
No.
So funny they've never done it in 30 seconds, isn't it? I know it's a big...
I must admit, I was thinking the Patch Trumpeter were going to do it, because obviously they did all the versions of the
Intruder.
The Intruder. They did the early and obviously the tram version. Then I thought they might do the K for the tanker, and then obviously the natural one would be just jump up and do the Prowler. But obviously we never saw it. So, and I didn't see or get any info that they were ever going to do it. It was something that was never put across for him to do. So,
Perhaps it's a bit thingy because there's just the Prowler, isn't there? You can't really go anywhere with it. I suppose with the Intruder that you did, there is a different versions of it, like the earlies and the Traveller and the mid one and whatever. So I suppose with a Prowler, it's a bit.
Speaking of which, I'll just say, wasn't it last week or the week before that the Prowler got retired because the Marines were still using it, and I think the Navy got rid of theirs a few years ago now. And back in, I think it was like 2015, 2016, they went. But the Prowlers, the US Marine ones, finally have gone. And now that'll be the last time, or I don't know, unless somebody knows in chat better, but I don't think there's any Grumman aircraft now. And that'll be the first time in donkey's years that there's not a Grumman aircraft on. Oh no, hold on, the Greyhounds are still going, and the Hawkeyes thinking about it. They're both Grumman. Yeah, scrap that. The Hawkeyes and Cods are still there, so yes, the aircraft still going.
The Goshawk a Grumman as well. I know it's not a Grumman, but is that made by Grumman?
I don't know. Good point, actually. Didn't know about that. So
That's McDonnell.
yeah, is that the old McDonnell Douglas?
I think so.
It's still that there's no Grumman strike aircraft or attack. They're only in the sort of
support roles.
No to the two Bob Steckles, by the way.
Oh right, okay.
Are Grumman still actually going as a company, or are they owned by somebody else now? I presume they're owned by Boeing or.
As you say, you got Lockheed Martin.
Lockheed Martin, aren't they? Because they're the only.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest.
I wonder if they've got one of the bigger companies.
Blame Cheney. He didn't want Grumman anymore. All right, okay.
Did he get it from the US? No, he got it from Bookworld Wholesale in near Birmingham way.
Yes.
Everybody knows Justin and Bookworld Wholesale do all the shows.
Do.
Hold on, let me just check something here. I've got decals for something. Hold on, where are they? No, that's the wrong squadrons. That's the one squadron. Hold on. I'll tell you the decals I'm going to be using. I don't know if they're still available because I've had them for years, so I thought I'd better make the effort.
It's usually our first protocol, isn't it, Matt, after we set the standards up at shows.
God, yeah.
Bookworld Wholesale.
I miss my visits to the bookstore, to be honest.
If you did want some other ones, I'll tell you this is a really nice set from Afterburner Decals. If you wanted to do the Alaskan ones, they're nice.
And how old are they?
I don't know.
I think they might probably out of production.
But I must admit, originally I was going to do this one, and then I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll play homage to the local unit.
I've got a better idea. When you've picked which scheme you're doing, you'll have loads of leftovers.
Yes.
Can I just pick this one out? Joe's got an important thing to say. He says, can I just say thank you to Andy? In my opinion, the true workers of the family, I say he needs a pay rise.
Yeah. No.
Hey, you can say what you want. We're not going to listen to you.
How do you become a member? That's easy. If you just go to
Show them, Phil. Show them.
Quick, show you. If you just go over here and go to subscribe at the top, like and subscribe. Well, we haven't said that today. Literally, down in here you've got two options. If you want to, if you're in the EU, you have to use Patreon now because we can't get the VAT problem with that, so we use Patreon, right? What happens is you just go to there. It takes you over to our Patreon page, which hopefully will load through. There we go. And then what happens is you go in there and you can sign up. What happens is I get sent an email to say you've signed up, and then I give you the login details and everything to get into the forum and all the other bits and pieces again. And then obviously if you are not in the EU, you can just come through manually. So just send me an email address, you know, click in here, you get a little box come up for emails, and then just send me to say that you're not in the EU. It's all I need to know. And then I can send you a direct link. And all you do is you subscribe on the site, and it's fully automated. It's a lot easier this way, but as I say, it's the trouble with the actual system because obviously we had loads of trouble dealing with the EU. So yes.
In the YouTube chat again, Abby says, "Hi guys, do you have any idea when Zvezda is releasing the Dakar trucks? On behalf of my dad, asking since he saw them in the brochure." History is being written at this at this time that might hold it. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. Shame, but yeah.
What else have we got?
Right, hold on, Thomas. Watching John remove his glasses to view his model, could you please mention again the types of optimizers you use? Because John's very nearsighted. He's quite lucky amongst us.
Yeah, I'm short-sighted, so I have trouble with distance. At close up, I'm fine.
He's just short in general, but
I've got these. What are they called again?
The
Donegan.
Donegan, yeah, Donegan Optivisor.
Yeah, mine's a cheapo version of it that I've got here, but it's the same sort of thing. Mine was just an Amazon, but I've got a Donegan one at home. That's the one I use at home, but yeah.
And mine are those cheap ones you buy off of Amazon for about 10 quid. If that, about 7 or 8 quid mine are, and this is my third pair now.
Buy cheap, buy twice is normal thing.
Or buy 3 times. But I like these because you can look over the top. So when I'm working, like, it's fine for close work, and I just look right over the top of it or below it. So works quite well. I think
it's weird because you think that you can't with these, but you can.
Yeah, I've got a pair of them as well, but I just can't get on with it round my head. I find it too bulky.
Well, just to that look.
I know, I just don't get on with it.
But then you sort of have them so like that I can see normally, but then it's like tilt my head down a bit, and it's sort of like.
To be honest, I've got two new pair of glasses coming, and I'm expecting miracles when I get reading glasses. Honestly, I'm expecting to be able to see.
You'll be able to see in 4K.
An amoeba.
He's expecting, but he's not going to get.
No, I know I'm not. But
tend to forget you got these things on. Number of times I woke up in the middle of the night and thought, "Oh, what's that?"
So I have to grab that. That's the post, and he's left it hanging out the letterbox. The dog will literally eat it. So,
just for anybody buying Optivisors and stuff, just show one of your twos again. Put yours up, Andy, your Optivisor. Now, spin it till you've got the band.
And my band's come off. My cable ages ago.
Could you show us yours, because you ain't got sweaty head like he has. The expensive one, the band bit that goes around your forehead.
Yeah, it's leather, isn't it?
There's a band, obviously, as you can see, that obviously protects your head. With the cheaper ones, you get this kind of corrugated effect. And when you take it off, you have sort of
there you go.
Your forehead.
That's just mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, to fair, mine it went a bit manky. I took it off to clean it, then never put it back on again, and then I don't know whatever happened to it.
I don't know. Yeah.
So
it's all right.
The thing with these also is because they are a good make, an expensive one, you can actually buy all the individual items separately. Yes, if you wanted that nut, you can buy that nut. If you want the headband, you can buy the headband, or you can buy everything.
You buy different lenses as well.
Different lenses and stuff. Yeah,
different strength lenses.
And these are proper glass optical lenses.
Yeah, these are plastic. This does come with different strengths lenses. I think there's 5 or 4 in them, but they're plastic and not glass like that one. So you get what you pay for, don't you?
Yeah.
Anything's better than struggling to see, isn't it, Philip?
Yes. I must admit, as you say, my eyesight's gone absolutely terrible. I do everything.
Where's your windows?
To be honest, they're in the other room.
Oh, right. Is this a vanity thing, so you're not seen on TV?
Yeah. I don't want to be seen as a specky. But no, I must admit, for reading or anything, I just can't see anything these days, so I have to use it.
I'd love to see how big the font is on your screen then, if you could read.
Well, I have got it blown up slightly over there, I must admit.
Is it 2 words at a time?
Yeah, literally. I have to scroll a lot to be able to read it.
Like the iPads.
Oh, apparently Afterburner has gone. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. That's a shame. Never mind.
What, as in the decals?
R.I.P.
I need Labrador strength glasses. That's what I need.
Steve says, does anyone know of a good tank track reference source? Be new to one. Find it. AK do a
they've got a
track weathering book.
Yeah, they did. They did Wheels and Tracks, and somebody else does one. I think.
Fuck that.
Probably Mig Ammo does one, or Ammo Mig.
Yeah.
But they do one. Is that what it means? Actually, how to weather and do tracks,
Imagine so.
or actually what tracks go on with like real tracks? Because I tell you what, when I was thinking that Sherman, that is a minefield, isn't it? We were looking, what tracks are these? But God, we didn't realise how many tracks they had on Sherman.
Oh, right, no, it means that. So, oh, right, yeah. It's a minefield, tracks are, especially, so, like, you know.
Tiger tracks and
Tiger Shermans, and even chieftains and things, and, oh, crikey, yeah. And different countries put different tracks on the same tanks, and.
Sounds like you need a database rather than a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like Google, probably your best friend, but even then, it's like it's proper minefield. Because when I was, like, say, the Sherman build I've just finished, thinking the tracks of what they were used, and
we were looking at a site, weren't we? Different types, and
I've actually got a picture. Somebody put a picture up of all the Sherman type tracks that they used. Right on, I don't know if it's on Instagram or Facebook that I got, and I've actually saved the picture. And seriously, there's just, I think there's 8 or 10 different types of tracks. Just have a look.
Yeah, I was just saying about 2Bobs. The guys are saying about 2Bobs do the F15E ones. I've got some of theirs as well somewhere. I don't know what I've done with it, and but yes, they do them as well. But
Yeah, I've
2Bobs, can't go wrong with 2Bobs. They're good there. We like them.
2Bobs.
That's what I've done. I had them around earlier.
New bread on. There you go. Can you see that? That's,
right.
That's Sherman tracks, different styles, and that's just nuts, isn't it?
It is a bit of a minefield, yeah. Thank you for the guys. Sorry, Joe's saying about that he's literally around the corner from Lake and Heath. So if you need any reference photos, I think what we need to do is, now we can get out and about again, is have a day spot in there. We'll go up to Lake and Heath for the day.
I think we need a museum day.
Yeah, we need a new museum day. Now we can get out, we can start doing all these things again, guys. So we can actually all do museum and members meets and stuff again.
Can I just
air shows and everything?
Define getting out and about.
Yeah, all right. We'll wheel you round. It's fine. Well, we won't actually. You have to hire a mobility scooter because no one's pushing you.
Yeah, I've got a few mobility issues at the moment.
You're okay as long as it's slightly downhill. But no, it would be nice if we can get back to doing the old museum visits and the air shows and, as you say, days out at airfields and bits and pieces again, because we haven't done it for 2 years.
No,
I think, somebody's put up Sherman tracks as bad as Sabre wings. I think probably they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Sabre wings.
Alison says, do you guys know anyone who does a model Lincoln?
Oh, no.
No. I think it's
like that before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Missing things.
Yeah.
Did someone do a conversion for one?
I bet there's an old conversion from back in the day.
Yeah, I think there's conversions, but nobody actually does a kit of one, is there?
Not
It's like the Manchester, isn't it? Nobody does a kit of a Manchester.
No.
Yeah.
So the Lincoln's a bit.
It's the Lincoln that's at thingy, isn't it?
The Cosford, yeah.
Cosford, yeah.
Oxford.
Yeah, they've got one. It is a bit of a gap, isn't it? I mean, post-war, seems to get forgotten a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a legacy of. It would have been in World War II if it was developed a bit quicker, wouldn't it?
Key sauce for breakfast.
Depends what time it is in this part of the world. I was having a late breakfast.
And saying that the Sherman tracks the Sabre wings of the armour world.
There we go. Will of Sherwood says he's sent his forum joining request. Right, straight after the show, I will get you sorted. You'll be fine.
It's random we could do this afternoon.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, everyone, for the channel as well, in general.
And the PM channel.
And the PM channel as well.
Shameless
You got that fairy flycatcher floating around in there, Phil?
Sorry?
You've got that fairy flycatcher, that ancient kit floating around.
Yes, I have.
We could review that this afternoon.
We'll do the live review of that one. I did do a review of it last time we were on as well. What, just for... yeah, I did do it. There it is. It's here.
Matt, any idea when Epix is releasing the 135th K2?
I'll do it again later.
Got the Katie ambulance.
Yeah, the problem is someone else is bringing one out, aren't they?
Yes, the Art Gecko one's coming in it. I don't know, they've put a workbench thing up, haven't they, on this?
I was going to say they've been advertising that, so it can't be far off.
Well, they advertised it last year.
Yeah, but it started coming up the last couple of days on Facebook.
Yeah. So hopefully soon. I'll be, looking forward to that.
Nigel Williams says Planet Models do a Manchester.
Oh right, that's resin. Is that a resin kit then?
Yeah, in French markings.
Right, Ian, if you hold your breath, I will literally let you in now. The only thing I can't do is send you the information pack with it, but you'll get the gist of it, because obviously that's on a separate computer. But just so you can get in, I will do it for you now. By the power of, hopefully this won't crash the system.
By the
power of Grayskull.
Yeah, hold on. I will send you over the thing now. So all you need to do is either do monthly or an annual subscription, and then you click it, press F5 to refresh it, and you'll get free, the access to absolutely everything. If this works. Here we are, and then we go back over to here, and go here, and we go. Right, that should be okay. Right, okay, so Ian, that's now sent you a link which you'll get. Click on it, it will take your thing to fill out the rest of your details, and then it will ask you to do monthly or yearly subscription. Fill that in, go, then refresh it, and then it will let you straight in. And you get into the forum, you get in the chat room, you get to all the videos and absolutely everything by that way. And then after the show, I'll send you over the welcome pack thing that's got all the information in it. Because I say that's on a separate computer.
Question for Matt. It says, Phil, are you planning on building the 124 Spitfire when it gets released to complement the Hurricane? Matt.
Matt.
No.
What, Phil's not building it?
No.
No.
Matt's doing it this year.
No, I'm not. I've got things.
Right, sorry, I've just forgotten your name, whoever it was in the thing. But anyway, this is the Hornet. He's just sent me, he's emailed me the photos over. Very nice indeed. Do you know what? I haven't seen many of them done yet. People done the actual Super Hornets is the Blue Angels. Very nice indeed.
So they've got them now, have they?
Yeah.
Yeah, this season, haven't they?
Very nice. Very cool. Good job. Like that.
It's big,
It's quite impressive when you actually see them flying.
Yeah.
How much bigger they do look.
I must admit, I've seen a couple of videos of them, and they look to be even closer flying those than they did in the old Legacy Hornets. Because they are big jets. Very nice indeed. Good job. We like it. We like it a lot. Right, let me get rid of that because I can't see what we're doing. And we can go over to, and let's have a look at your great work before we do a bit of work ourselves. So don't forget, you go over to Instagram, use the old hashtag official Flory models, or you can use, I better refresh actually, you can use the at official Flory models, and you can see your great work here. So where are we? We got a Mustang from Reheat Models. It's a very nice one. So this is the Airfix 72nd one.
Oh, that's come out nice.
Come out very nice, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I do like it in the olive drab as well.
Yes.
That's nice.
Very nice and worn. Right, okay, hold on. These are going to jump out of sequence. I don't want to jump us out of sequence. There we go. We are right. Okay, so this is a very nice job as well. So this is, we don't know what one that is. Which one is that? Is that the 48 scale one? Guessing?
I don't know. It's got stress skin in it.
It's a Lancaster.
It's a Lancaster. Anyway.
It shows a picture of him doing the stressing, doesn't it?
Oh, right, okay.
Dressed with putty.
Very nice. Very nice.
Looking good, isn't it?
It is.
Whose kit is it? We need to know.
We need to know this. Very nice. I'll tell you what, I do like that effect you've done with the stress skin on it, because that looks just like the ones, isn't it? When you look up at Lancasters, it looks like somebody just hit it with hammer everywhere.
But say they're rough, aren't they?
They are really rough. So
Is that not
is
the
very
real
nice.
one?
We have got more pictures of that somewhere, I'm sure.
I think that's the real one, is it?
Right, hold on.
Yeah,
We're
that's
going
the
to have to
real
do these somewhat in order. So this is another one. We've got weathered. Nice job. Nice weathering on there.
Yeah.
Sanded down through the layers, which is a nice touch.
Oh, yeah.
At least you haven't done the old pry bar in red like everyone normally does it. No, nice. I like the weathering technique with the chipping, with the worn down paintwork and everything else. That's very nice indeed. Good
Whose
job.
kit's that?
That's, it doesn't say. That's Viper Models.
Can you just, if you post it, could you just put whose kit it is in scale? Because
Yes.
it'll help us a little bit, please.
Like,
Yeah.
Stress skin on the wings.
Wow.
See, there you go. So you can save yourself 400 quid by just buying a couple of jars of Mr. Surfacer 500 and do it yourself, look.
Yeah.
Because that's worked really well. It's come out very
I'll
nice.
tell you what, it's funny enough, not the thing, I've actually seen, God, this is a while ago, a Japanese model who did that on a Zero.
yeah.
On YouTube. This is,
There it
I
is.
can't remember what channel, it might have been that Toriyama, you know, the one that used to be on Fuji
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, that's the one.
And he did exactly, and it really looked like stress skin.
Yes.
And obviously that, and it does obviously because it's worked on that, but it's a really good, it's one of them techniques again that's probably forgotten about.
It is. It's an old technique that everyone has forgotten about now because it's so basic, but it works really, really well. And that's what we've often said, isn't it? Some of the best old techniques. Yeah, this is the HK one, look, because it's got the ring
HKM
lock.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go, everyone who's about to spend 700 quid on a Lancaster. You could do it on the HK one, 30-second one, and there's some Mr. Surface.
So what's on 1200 is that? That's
He's using 1200. See, when I've done it, I must admit, I've used a 500. But
So he's done that and then knocked it back a bit.
That's just given me a really good idea. Thank you for posting that.
Thing is, I'd imagine with like when it's tooled into the kit, I would imagine it's fairly sort of uniform and same looking, whereas on the real thing,
yeah, it
it
would be all
might
over the
vary
place.
from place to place. So if you're doing the Mr. Surfacer,
Yeah.
you're going to get that sort of effect, aren't you? That
You just.
it's not going to be uniform, right?
And then also you've got the thing of rubbing it back down as well, and you're just taking the top off with a bit of a sanding stick, sanding sponge, whatever to unify it, or you know. Ooh.
Very, very nice. Some great detail on the inside.
I tell you what, he's making me want to dig my front end out of started now.
Yeah, you ought to get on with that now.
That's weird. You know that I've just said where I'm going to nick that idea because that'd be brilliant for that front end. Might give it a blast at some point, but yeah, everybody have done it now. Cool. You need to do it, Phil. Quick, do it on the Eagle.
Yeah. Christ.
The Eagle.
Yeah, stress skin on the F15.
You could do it on your Hurricane.
There we go, F15E.
Oh yes, that was it. It's the Johnson one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The Ben Johnson one,
yeah.
or Amy Johnson, or whoever Johnson. Which one was it?
Seaball.
Seymour Johnson. That's it.
That's it. Okay,
So
right.
why would they have Ben 15 commemorating Ben Johnson, who was done for drug cheating?
It was Canadian. I don't know. Just there's Amy Johnson I could think of at the top of my head.
Right.
Who was Seymour Johnson? Sorry for my ignorance.
Pass. Well, he's got an Air
Oh,
Force
please.
after him.
I thought it's going to be somebody really who I should know who it is, but I've got no idea.
Yes.
Ooh, nice.
Sorry, I was just seeing. Sorry, I was just trying to keep up with everything all at the same time. Right, okay, so we've got the, this is the Armour Hobbies Eddard edition of the Hurricane, looking absolutely fantastic, very nice indeed.
It's got the squiggly bit underneath the front
Yes,
as well.
it's got the squiggly bit, yeah. Very nice indeed. See that one. And then last up for now, we've got Nick and a very nice 109. So that's the 32nd Revell one. Again, proving actually not a bad kit indeed. Turns out very, very well.
Tell you, for the money, that's a good kit.
It is. Bargain. Bargain, bargain. So, yes. Good job, everyone.
Good stuff.
Right, okay. So, where are we? Phil, are you planning on building the Airfix? Oh, yeah, we said about that.
Someone's asking about what's the best M1A2 in 35th scale? M1A2 rifle models?
Oh, the main one's nice.
Or the main?
I've got the main one down there with the Tusk 2 system, which stands for something Urban Survival Kit. Can't remember what the T stands for. Does anyone know?
No.
I know Tusk is, I can't remember what the T stands for. I know it's Urban Survival Kit, but I can't think what the T is.
Tactical.
Tactical? Could be, I don't know. But I know in the USK bit, I can't think what the T is. Anyone know what the T is in Tusk?
I don't know.
To be honest, that's what my old dog, my work dog, used to be called Tusk, and that was what it was named after.
Towards talking says tactical.
Is it tactical? Yeah. But I actually called my Alsatian Tusk.
Has anyone built the Meng F-35?
No. I'm still waiting for somebody to bring one out that's actually got decent surface detail.
Done.
So yeah, so like either Meng or the Riffield M35s, M1s are nice. The Rifle do an early and a later one, I believe. And the early one they also do with the full interior, engine and everything. So it depends on what you want.
Tank Urban Survival Kit.
Is that what it is?
Apparently, well, according to Two Heads Talking, it is.
What they're talking about, Matt could do a 100-part video on it.
Thinking on about the stress kit. I was thinking about at least 110 part play. You know.
You do realise that every time Matt does a video, I edit it.
Yeah, look at the comment underneath.
10 times before it gets edited and.
Andy just likes watching me and listening to me, don't you, Andy?
Yeah, it's lovely when you have to edit somebody else's listening to their tones, repeat it, especially if you've got a tricky bit to edit and you're trying to get it in there and you hear that same bit over and over again.
Well, no, I'll call him and I'll say, right, listen, what do you think to this bit? I'll play it to him. He says, oh no, I can't listen to myself. I said, freaking I've watched you back 10 times myself.
Need to do spend a few hours teaching Matt how to edit. There you go, problem solved.
Two Heads Talking did somebody say a few weeks ago about a re-release, I presume he means of the Revell GR5, 7 or 9 kit. No, it's Hobby 2000 are re-releasing the Hasegawa, that's the kit, it's the GR7 9 kit, which is what Revell did. It should be a nice one. There's some nice marking options in there, because I think it may have some ladies I used to quite like. Clearly getting married now, so I'm not allowed to anymore, but just saying.
Well, I'm after one of them, tell you.
So yes.
How's chipping going? Have you finished?
To be honest, I'm having a rest from it because it's quite tiring, isn't it?
It is. I know what you mean.
It's small work, isn't it? And you're concentrated, and it's
Can't see it. What have you done?
Well, no, you won't see
when
it.
are you going to start?
You know, the problem is with chipping, you've obviously got to keep it random, but your brain obviously.
Yeah, your brain's not wired up that way.
Hey up, Andy's muted. He's off. Where's he going? Hey!
Is he off to drop the kids off?
Hey, where's your permission to be leaving at this time of day?
I'm going for a comfort break.
Yeah, whoa, no.
No, you can't. Definitely mute after last time. I'm not having that again.
Oi, slack bladder, come back.
Slack. He's off to drop the kids off at the pool. Oh, Jesus, close the door this time, will you?
I'm glad he's muted. He might leave
Well,
the
at least
door
he's closed the door this time. That was horrendous earlier. Right.
Too much info.
Phil, there's a good one. Gordon says, my wife is kicking me out because of all my South American puns. I said, fine, I'll pack up my bags.
I'll pack up my bags.
Very good. Worst joke of the day. Is there any company out there that makes a nice 48 scale Sunderland? Special lobby?
No, they're so second.
Oh, are they? Oh,
Yeah.
48.
I think. No.
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 Yeah, it'd be quite big in 48 because that's a big old lump.
I think Sanger, is it? Sanger do a vac form one if you're that desperate, and then somebody's
Tigger.
actually building one on large scale planes. They're building
Tigger does a 30-second one, doesn't he?
What?
Tigger, John Wilkes does a 30-second scale one, doesn't he?
Yeah, there's a guy on large scale planes who's building it at the minute. He just painted it. It's massive. It's ID.
What is it, a canoe? Do you sit in it in 30 seconds? It'd be massive.
I tell you what, Phil, seriously, go onto large scale planes and look it up. It's huge.
Oh.
He's got it sitting on his coffee table and it's like, it fills it, literally fills it. Yeah, but I think 48th one, I think it is the back form Sanger one, if you can still get it, I think.
Mm.
It's a big plane in 70 seconds, so 48th and stuff, it's yeah, huge.
Massive.
I do like the Sunderland though.
I like the one in Hendon that you can walk through.
Yeah, it's nice to go right through it. I must admit, the Hendon one's nice, yeah.
You can still do it, yeah.
I thought they'd shut that so you couldn't walk through it no more.
Yeah, I think it's still there.
Mm.
You talk about Halifax, not Halifax, the
Sunderland.
Sunderland. Yeah, last time I went, you couldn't walk through it.
Oh, right.
Is that for COVID restrictions though, or they just?
No, that was year before COVID.
Perhaps it's getting a bit worn out with all the feet going through it.
Mm.
I said it before. I tell you what surprised me how big a Lysander is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought they were that big, to be honest, and they're quite huge.
Let's put Andy Bouting down on the tower rail.
Snail says he's got the 30-second Rebel Hurricane on pre-order. Do you think it's going to be a hit or a miss? If it goes along like their range of 30-second stuff they've been doing, like their 190, Spitfire, 109, Mustang, I think it'll be all right. If it's in that ilk, I think it'll be okay.
I think it'll be a hit. I think it'll
I
be
think
all
it's going
right.
to be a hit as well. Plus the fact it's the only one I'm aware of on the horizon in 30 seconds. So
Yeah, I reckon you'd be alright with that.
Adam said he was at Hendon last month. He could still walk through the Sunderland.
all right, there you go.
Refurbing it when you were there then?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
But I think we'll ought to get to the Imperial War Museum.
East Holidays, I could have a mad drive.
Yes.
One. Long day.
Hello, Phil. What do you think about Airfix doing the new Buccaneer in 48 scale? Well, let's face it, it can't be any worse than the old one. So I think it'd be great. It'll be one of those where hopefully it's going to live up to the hype.
I'm sure it will.
So, you know, we can hope that they've done a really nice job on it. And as say, Airfix have been pushing on with different sort of design processes and various things. We know we've spoken about it, but yeah, no, hopefully it's going to be really nice. But let's face it, it can't be any worse than the old one. Because that's really shown its teeth. Isn't it, Nath? Because Nath's built it recently. Well, last year.
That's a challenge. I mean, it's in the hands of Premjit, isn't it? So he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be an absolute belter.
So no pressure, is it?
No pressure at all.
No pressure, Premjit.
You know, if you think about it, we were obviously very, you know, with the Vulcan, and it turned out all right. I like it.
That's
I think
about
it's
to
a
say,
good kit.
while we're on here, while we're on chat and we've got both the chats up. So now Airfix have done the Vulcan that everybody wanted, and they've done a Buccaneer.
Everybody
What's next then?
Yeah, what's next?
What do you think next? And as in, what's realistic? Not, you know, a flight of fancy that would really like to see this. You know what I mean? Because that they were the two, probably got to be the two most requested kits that they must have been asked to do, and they've done them. So.
Yeah, it does make you wonder where it's going to go now.
We have mentioned the Jag, haven't we?
Yeah, well, I've said that, isn't it? I think the Jag may be next, but there is other options. They could do the Tornado now it's retired.
Yeah.
What about an RAF Phantom in 48?
Yeah.
I reckon a Wessex.
Wessex. Yeah.
What?
Nathan, what are Wessex?
I'd
If
actually
you
like to
ever
see,
release it, you do know now you're going to have to build it.
Yeah.
I will.
I'd like to see them do a either 72nd or 48, but a decent Puma. I always like that helicopter, and it's you don't see it, do you?
I was going to say, other companies did the Cougar version, you know, of it, and we've seen bits and pieces in 72nd and that with that. But as you say, the Puma, just the standard Puma HC3, is it? You know, as you say, considering it's still in use today, you know, it's outlived Sea Kings and all the rest of it. So
it's really overlooked, isn't it, the Puma?
Yeah, it is.
I don't know how many
tons of them, but
over the years. I mean, there is the old Airfix kit. There's the 32nd Matchbox one from God knows when, and then Italy's released the Cougar, is it? And they've done a Super Puma.
Yeah.
You said second, but there's no 48 ones that I know, unless somebody's done a resin one or something I don't know about. And I say it's very overlooked.
Yeah. I think the Tornado should hopefully be bounced to the top of their to-do list.
Yeah.
Needs doing.
Fairy Battle, yeah.
Too.
I'm surprised, like I say earlier, that they'd done that in 72nd yet, if I'm honest, but...
So Ian's just saying, right, he's in, but he can't find the chat. So let me just direct him over to the chat. So your thing down the side is slightly different to mine, but if you click on that one, that's the chat, and then it will open up a new one, and you'll be in chat, and it will look just like that. And you can put it off to one side and all the rest of it. But there you go, there's the chat area in there. So that's from the forum. So you've got the category manager at the top, that's your latest posts and all the rest of it. That's the members type list, the calendars, but there's your chat bit. So that's what you want to click on, is that one just there.
If you keep hearing an annoying bing bong.
Yeah, hold on, I'll tell him how to turn that off. Yeah, so that's up here at the very top. You've got the mute. Click the mute. Otherwise, every time somebody posts, it goes de-link, 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 and it drives everyone mad. But you might be all right. If you're at home, you'll be fine.
Do you think Airfix would tackle a 48 swordfish, knowing that the Tamiya ones are? And I know, like, Airfix and you know, I mean, Airfix don't make money for whatever. Tamiya don't make money for Airfix and all that, but that's a really good kit, that swordfish in 48, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
But it's a good shout for him to do it as well, because obviously it's an iconic aeroplane, isn't it, that we use. So, don't know.
Where are we? Phil, any ideas on the forum members' day out at RIAT this year?
I'm going.
If it goes ahead and it doesn't fall on top of anything else, then might be a shout. Get out and about. We'll have a weekend out.
Yeah, I'm going. And my RIAT ticket's carried over now.
I was going to say, you want to carry over, eh?
Yeah, but will there be anything up there?
Tim's only just figured the chimes off. How long you been a member?
Yeah, that's it.
That must have drove you mad.
It does. Ding, ding, ding.
Anyway, welcome to the forum, Ian.
Yes, welcome for Ian. What else we got? A 48 scale Scout or Wasp. I've said that as well. That would be a nice shout because you get both versions out of it.
What's his the poor bloke who passed away for an S&M was going to do the boss, weren't he? And obviously with him dying and passing away, then don't know if we'll ever see them or not. So shame really, because
sorry, Phil, all the tornadoes have gone.
Oh, sorry. Well, we're out of the tornadoes.
Sorry, Phil.
Fair, we've had them in stock forever, didn't we? In the shop.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, we've been stopped forever, and yeah. To be honest, we didn't have that many because obviously it's a big lump to carry. But yeah.
Well, you'd say Airfix won't do a lightning in 30 seconds. It's not their scale, so it would be 24th, and that would be big.
Yeah. I'd be really surprised if they do that.
Yeah, that's it.
And to be honest with you, they don't need to retool the 48th one, do they? Because that's cracking kit. So
yeah.
I mean, the cockpit might be the only bit that could do a redoing, but Airfix never go back and revisit, do they?
No.
So
Not with a kit that good.
and again, with it, to be honest with a Lightning, the cockpit again is a bit bland. You don't see a lot of it, do you? Let's be honest. So.
To be honest, we had this discussion, not on air, when we were all together a few months back, wasn't it? We were saying there isn't that many holes now in Airfix's range from, if you go back, because obviously they've done Hunters, you know, we've got a couple of things we were saying about the Bulldog, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, the Scottish Aviation.
Scottish
Bulldog.
Aviation Bulldog one.
Yeah.
That could be one to put in there. But if you go through, they've done the Nat, they've done the Hunter, they've done the Vampire now, and all these other. There's not actually much in the gaps if you're going to go through the British type things going up through the sort of 60s and 70s and 80s.
Maybe they could upscale their Provost to
I
148.
would say Provost would be good in 48 because the fly. Yeah. And again, that's quite an iconic trainer we used in it, but
yeah,
I know, but obviously done a chipmunk now, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are really. They're running out of subjects.
They are going to run out of subjects. Yeah, in a couple of years, it's going to be a case of like we've done it all now.
I wonder if that's why like this year's sort of new releases have really like shrunk
A bit.
We're
Yeah,
like, oh, where do we go? What do we do?
The short spelling is nice. I know Italy have done one.
I think for them, yeah, a Sterling and a Halifax would obviously, you know, 72nd would go with the Lancaster and the Wellington. They need to do a Hampton.
I think we need a new tool CL family. We could do the
I think you should put
215
some wheels on that.
and the 415. It's all right, isn't it?
Chris says, Andy, any idea on the Italeri MC220?
Oh God, no! This is Italy. They're loyal to themselves with releases.
That's an old kit. What, the old one.
They're doing a new tool 132nd one. I think that's
Oh,
what.
all right.
But you know, they announced the Tornado 5 years ago, and that only came out last year, was it? A year before, so. Yeah.
I'm just thinking, do you think this, sorry, just change something. Has anybody built this model before? Does it need nose weight? I would have thought so.
Yes. Yes.
Does it say on the instructions?
I don't know.
It doesn't mention it on the instructions, but I would have thought it would need it, surely.
I'd probably say it should need some.
That's a hell of a tail on the back.
I thought you were doing a diorama with it in a lake, picking water up and
That was going to be in flight, wasn't it? And yeah, flying through the things. Has anyone seen recently, there's a great shot of somebody on a yacht sailing along nice and peacefully, and one of these is coming head on at them, and it goes literally down the side of their boat.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Do you think they do that on purpose when you see a boat thinking, right, let's have these?
Of course you would, wouldn't you?
just to amuse yourself in your work.
Oh, it's definitely a tail sitter by a mile, but I don't think it mentions it on the instructions.
They do a camera, don't
Shoe
they?
on some
We've
lead
seen
up in
it
here.
since it's been released years ago.
Another bit of the church.
Do you think the mold's got fingered for the 72nd Canberra? Binned? Because it's never been re-released, has it? The PR9, and because I built that, and
Yeah, they probably could be one they could revisit and update though, isn't it?
because they re-released the 48th one like a couple of years ago, didn't they? the bomber one, was it? I think, I don't know. One of them anyway, one version. But the same second ones. The thing they'll never do out in service, will they? They've said that because the Wildcat's in service, isn't it?
Yes.
So they won't be near anything that we're using currently, from what we remember being told.
Yes. And that came from the horse's mouth, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Graves thought, yes, Phil, lots end up using the boarding ladder as a support. You'll have a little prop under the back end.
Oh, is that what you need to do, is it?
Little clear piece of sprue.
Actually, you could probably get a nice chunk in under there as well. Let's play a game of hide the nose weight as far forward as possible.
You got your lead out?
Yep. We've been down the church, it's fine.
Oh dear. Church got no roof again.
No, it's got a leak.
Oh, yeah.
I needed it for the Hornet.
I'll have a ton of lead when they do our roof.
That's a good point.
What?
Yeah.
Don't hold your breath, it's not going to be yet.
Have they fixed it, Matt?
Well, it ain't really rained.
Yeah, only when it doesn't rain.
I don't know until it rains again properly, but as far as I know, they've patched it up until we get the roof properly done, yeah. Yeah. Joy, oh joy, leaky roof.
Needs to save some building funds again.
I'll tell you what, I want to bat an eyelid if it was in Leslie's bit, but it's in my bit where it's leaked. Not that problem. Yeah.
Yeah, Solve Vigan in 30 seconds would be nice.
You are?
Solve Vigan in 30 seconds would be nice. Be a big lump though, wouldn't it?
Mind you, what was that company that we don't hear from anymore? They were supposed to be doing, wasn't it? The
We're talking about
Turkish
the
lot?
other night, right? Yeah, we were talking about the other night, weren't we?
Yeah, they were
You can
supposed
get
to
a
be
resin
doing
one,
it.
can't you? Was it Jet Mods?
That was, yeah, Resi one we were talking about, wasn't it?
Because they've just announced the F22, haven't they?
Yeah.
32nd F22. That'll be huge.
Well, Panda were going to do one at one point, wasn't it? When they were still prolific. They put out a thing, they did a mock-up for it at one of the shows for a 30-second F22.
What?
Kev's watching. Afternoon, Kev.
Oh.
Like 92 says someone's doing a 3D printed Vigan. I on my Facebook page the night it came up with a 3D printed, well, 3D CAD files for a Naboo starfighter. But
They're quite popular now.
yeah, the
Yeah.
thingy one.
Mandalorian. No, the Boba Fett one.
Yeah, with all the engines and everything. Yeah, I think it was like $45 for the CAD files.
What scale?
I think it's done for 124 scale. I think, but you can obviously resize it to whatever you want.
I wouldn't hold my breath. I'm still waiting for Mandalorian you were printing. That's taken 18 months. I know it's slow printer, but Jesus.
I've done half of it.
Maybe you should send it in bits like one of those magazines.
Yeah, it's like a magazine thing. I'm going to get a part a week for the next
It's not
50
called a D
years.
Agostini, it's called a D Molyneux magazine.
Forgot all about that.
Yeah, here we are all on bated breath for it.
Where's the file for that Naboo starfighter? Who's it from?
I saw it on Facebook.
Oh, right, okay.
It wasn't ready to be released yet. They were just like finishing off, doing some final touches on it. But
Okay. They were
just
just
pre-order.
They just finished ripping it off this program, so they could do. How does that count for licensing? Not being funny, because obviously you know what Disney's like. That's just
Yeah,
Oh.
it does make you wonder.
it just yeah, and obviously it's how do they police it?
Well,
Because there's loads and loads of files for Star Wars stuff in there for 3D printing. If you look, at sites. So
Maybe they're tolerating it as like fan art. Maybe. I don't know.
You've seen how popular like Revell's Razor Crest is. Do you know what I mean? And it's if somebody can print it off their own printer off a file they've paid, because you can just keep printing them, can't you?
Yeah.
Once you've got the file, so I don't know. It's interesting.
Technically, intellectual property infringement. But
Adam G says, finally join the dark side. Just purchased a Flori set or wash set. Good man.
oh, the light.
what, he's just bought a set, is he?
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Sorted for life.
Who did you buy it from, Adam?
Yeah. How to make 1/72 cargo nets. Somebody's put hair nets
Hairnets, yeah.
or bandage.
I've seen
Well,
bandage.
bandage, though,
Looks too at scale for 7 I think, bandage.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Isn't like.
You need a tighter weave.
Yeah. You can buy it, can't you? I mean, is it AK do it, don't they? Or those companies do it.
Is that just a bit of bandage then they put in a packet?
Yeah. Lee says, what do you guys think of that Harry that was restored back to taxi condition?
I've not seen that.
Who's
I've
that?
not
Jeff
seen
Mark?
it. Where is it? Whereabouts is that?
Yeovilton.
No. Is it?
No, they've got well, last time I went there, they got loads of them.
I was going to say, don't forget, if you go down to Cold Rose, you can see them driving around all the time, as I call it. But they actually self-powered and they self-run and they taxi up and down and pretend to be on aircraft carriers.
What engines you got in him?
Pegasus, just
Still
normal
got
engines.
it.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
the same. But obviously
Just
they're not flight worthy.
Yeah. Until somebody puts power on a bit too
Yeah,
much.
until he goes a bit too much one day, you'll be all right.
Todd says, what do you think will happen to the ICM liner kits? I think it's a bit too early to
Yeah, a bit
speculate.
early there
isn't
to
it?
speculate on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a delay in postage because of martial law. Put a post on their Facebook saying they can't get anything out at the moment. Please bear with.
But I was reading they have said they've got a warehouse in Bulgaria which is fully stocked. So they reckon for the next few months they will be available.
How's our warehouse going in Bulgaria, Phil?
Oh, it's doing very well. Apparently we need to be in there. Everyone's in Bulgaria.
We need one.
We need a warehouse in Bulgaria, definitely. It seems to be the place to be.
Does.
It says Harry's used for deck spotting training. I didn't read that as deck when I first read that. What?
Yes, they are. If you go down to the actual, they've got a viewing enclosure down there. It used to have a little cafe as well. I don't know if it still has. But you go down and watch them going round. They've got a couple of hawks down there. Right, we're going in.
What with?
Well, we've just put a load of lead in the bottom of this thing, so I hope we're all good.
Are you going to let it dry first?
Nah, we can all dry as it's going. It's what I did to the Hornet. I just filled it up and left it. So I thought it can dry whilst it's all in there. So we've put, just to show everyone, we've got a few lumps of lead down in heart. So we filled it up. We've got a load in the nose there. There's tons in here. It's in fact way too much. But I've always said I'd rather want too much than not enough. So we are all in there and we can just blow that down in there.
Adam, yes, probably we may have to.
What?
Says, without being political, if Zvezda becomes limited, would you be changing the Zvezda SIG to something else? we'll have a look later on in the year, won't we?
Yes.
But cross my mind if I'm honest.
Or you could go into PM Store now and buy something in readiness for it.
I've got a thing in my head.
You got what, sorry?
I've got a backup SIG idea.
We have. We mentioned it the other day. On Thursday night, wasn't it?
Yeah, we did mention something, didn't we?
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I can't remember what.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I do vaguely remember something being mentioned, and someone said, "Oh, that's a good idea."
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember what it was.
Talking about-
Resurrection. The resurrection thread.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought of doing a UN peacekeeper SIG as a sort of a plan B. Oh, let's see.
Oh, that's not a good sound. We need to do a whole job here. It might rattle this a bit.
So the thing with doing an ICM SIG, Tim, is they're going to be equally difficult to get hold of. I don't know. We'll see.
Have you, so it's okay, you looked on eBay for, normally if you just put divers. Have a look. It's normally on eBay. It comes in like SCN pack things.
Getting on in here. We're making a right hash of this for some reason.
You're not going according to plan, Phil.
Well, in testing it fitted, but now it's not quite working that way.
Idiot.
I think we need a touch of a tack it and see job here. It was fine and now it ain't, so it's like, why?
If you just Google divers shot weight, you got like 2 kilo bags for 14 quid. Loose lead for scuba divers. Kilo is 10 quid. I mean, kilo of that stuff will last you forever. Yeah, diving shot weight. Or divers shot weight, I'll put in.
Right, okay. Terry says, whatever happened to the 72nd C-17? That was kinetic, wasn't it? Back in the day.
Yeah. Don't know. If you thought better of it.
An accountant that said don't be silly.
Pretty sure me lead weights moved to the rear of the bottle, which isn't good.
You know, mine came in a bag like this. And it's literally here's a new one. Go everywhere. It's literally micro pellets with shot. And so just mix it with some PVA and it fills all your holes in.
You were.
Wow.
She said.
Proper matron moment then.
Yeah. Useful stuff. Just don't drop it because it goes everywhere. Or know somebody who's having a roof repaired and go around theirs and pinch load of lead off them.
Would encourage them.
Hey?
I said, don't encourage them.
You cut up any leftovers, Matt, and flog them in the shop, $5 a bag.
Yeah, but yeah, they were little resealable bags with a bit of lead in. Oh, don't do that.
See, that's not a good sound, is it?
Gravity, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's probably exactly what liquid gravity is. We're just in a.
My only problem with my super glue is that I can't get my screw bit off. So I have to take the top bit off now. I've super glued the top bit, for the applicator side of it. I can't get it off.
I've got the same problem now. It literally started yesterday, to be honest. So yeah.
So now I have to take the entire top. I am literally just off to the tiniest bit at the bottom. But yeah, I can't get the top bit off. So.
Yeah, Chris, it's lead weight for what they put in divers pouches, to make them sink. Or Italian sopranos used to use it and put it in people's shoes and.
Yeah.
Swimming with the fishes.
Yeah.
You can use any sort of. Sometimes you can use like coins, like penny coins. Wheel balancing weights, but lead shot's the best because it fits into the little crevices, doesn't it?
Yeah. Get more surface area, doesn't it?
A bit more flexible. But the other one you can get if you go to an art shop for stained glass windows, the lead that goes between the glass, that's quite cheap. And then you can cut that into small
Oh, I
sections.
thought you meant about nicking lead from stained glass windows. We do not condone that type of behaviour.
A church with a brick.
About 500-year-old stained glass window, and there's Nathan.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm quite lucky because I know a roofer, so I get bags of offcuts, little corners and bits and pieces as well. So.
Yeah, cartridge pellets from shotguns, that sort of thing. I mean, I've got loads of air gun pellets, but they're sort of like, because they're fairly hollow, sort of like, they don't really fill unless you crush them up, but sort of a bit.
I think we had a roof done must be about 18 years ago now, and I'm still using that left over from that.
I don't think our roof's got any lead on it.
The best of
You
mine,
must have
anyway.
some flashing somewhere.
Yeah, you must have some flashing stuff.
I'm just looking across the road. I think the chimneys might have some on. That's about it.
Nothing happening. Not got a chimney.
It's all too new. Everything else is plastic on it.
I must admit, we had a massive piece of lead in one giant sheet above when we had the old porch at the front, and took it down to the tip in the back of the trailer, the scrapyard, and got 180 quid for it. There's like 2 huge sheets of it, and it's really thick old stuff apparently, because this place was built in like 1924 or whatever it was. So it would have been original till then, but it's all right, that was.
So Skyline says, have you guys heard anything about the new Hellcat from Edard? New one?
Crikey. I was going to say, there's not a lot wrong with their old one, is it?
I think it's
No, I think they because of the new boxing, they're re-releasing the the normal one.
Oh right, yeah, because they already do it. F3. They're doing F3 and F5, don't they already? So
Yeah.
and the 1 and 2 were the British ones. So there's a cracking kit in 48, and Nathan said in 72.
It's It's alright, if I get burgled now, I could use this as some type of cosh. Just whack 'em round the head with it. I think I've overdone the lead weight, really. The gear will never stand up now.
Just rattle a bit.
Whack someone around the head with it, it'd be fine. Right, let me just cut these little guys out. Are these all the same? Number 19. They're all number 19.
The Eddard Hellcat, there's no need to retool this. Nothing wrong with it at all. Reset them. Lovely kit. Flicks together.
Just don't use their bloody decals. Just so.
Says the F6F is listed on the March newsletter from Eddard soon.
Yeah, I think they're re-releasing it. It's just bringing.
It'll just be a re-release, yeah.
It's not been in their catalogue for a while. So I think that was the gist of it, is they're bringing it back.
Where's the March news? I can see February's newsletter on their site.
Oh, hello.
No, I've ended up with 6 Eddard F6Fs to build somehow.
You got 6 in your stash of it?
Yeah.
Then build them.
No.
Be an auction soon then.
Got a Royal Class one. Which I pinched off Matt at a show when he was about to buy it. That was a few years ago.
Yeah, you read that bit, didn't you?
Right, just clean these bits up. Right, I'll just clean these bits up and we can have a look round at your work and everything. So if you don't forget, if you want to get your work up and seen, stick it up on Instagram or something, and with the old hashtag official Flory Models or at Flory Models will work it, and we'll have a look-see. If any of the Flory members have got anything you want to show off, just stick it under the show for today on the forum, and we can grab it from there as well. Right, okay. So these apparently all stick under here. Be the actuators. See, they're not a bad fit. Cracker. I'll take it all back. is going together lovely. Hella, kit manufacturer of the year.
You would have thought.
1987.
Yeah, I was going to say. I'll think him on 1985 or 87. Yes, I think my laptop's updated to Windows 11. It's not that bad actually. I was a bit sceptical as well, to be honest.
Have you upgraded?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, did it ages ago. But
Darryl says, "Is that a bottle warmer behind Andy?" It is.
He
I
keeps
don't know where
his
I,
tea in it.
I don't know where I came up with the idea from, but
has it got Dow Egberts in it? That don't taste right.
I've gone cold outside.
Put it in your warmer.
No, I've think of Nathan, because he's got a younger daughter who's just recently relinquished her bottle warmer. He uses it for warming his decal, keeping his decal warm, water warm. But I end up having to buy one off eBay, off Amazon, because my son's a bit past bottle warmers, even though his mum wouldn't think so sometimes.
I don't even know where my coffee warmer cup thing is.
I see, my coffee warmer, I've never got one with. Never seen
Oh, I've got one of those. It's rubbish, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was really good, but I've got no idea where it's ended up. If it's here or been packed away at home somewhere, or well, it'll be here, it's upstairs, packed away. But no, it's in that room. Yeah. Well, it's in here somewhere.
Yeah, Lee, if you use
Not in there.
the Tammy do a paint retarder, which is this one, which is the acrylic one, which we can't get in this country, but we do the lacquer retarder, which also works in their acrylic paints. Or as Matt's got the Leo.
The Leo do one. I've got AK do a retarder, acrylic retarders on the back. Acrylic, yeah.
Yeah, but you can use the lacquer one of that, can't you?
Yes, there you can.
In the XFs.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, this is the proper acrylic one, but for some reason we can't get it in this country.
Brush restorer, isn't that a word?
Yeah, but Tamiya acrylics are renowned for being difficult to paint, even though people do it, and somehow, yeah. Me and Matt were talking to a guy a while ago who does car kits and showed us some pictures of what he hand painted with Tamiya acrylics, didn't he, Matt? And
Yeah.
looked really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, yeah. Looks like it's got the looks like a river flowing through it. If I try and paint it with,
You could go surfing on the runs.
yeah.
Look, Nathan's off to the deep stash.
Chris says, Winter Newton Flow Improver works great with Flory Wash.
Oh right, float. Oh, okay, yeah. I suppose it's a water-based product, isn't it? So.
Yeah, I was going to say, as long as it's water-based, you'll be alright.
Yeah. It does have my old Flow Improver retarder in it, doesn't it, Phil? So
Hey, what?
the Flory Wash has a bit of a.
Yeah, it's got basically, it's like a mild degreasing agent, so it can, the capillary action, otherwise it just beads up, sits on the surface. But, so yeah, it has got like a flow improver into it.
Okay. Can you come down? Yeah.
Who makes the best 1/48 MiG 27?
Isn't that on Zvezda's release? Come here.
Oh, what's that there?
Best MiG MiG-27. So what's your...
Hello.
Hello, special guest.
Nearly chopped.
Yeah, they chopped your leg off, did you?
You don't do that.
It's got to be Trumpeter, hasn't it, mate? The best 27.
At the moment. I swear.
Oh, yeah, it's the only one, isn't it? Other than the old like Esky kit.
Yeah.
Don't touch.
But then the nose is all wrong on it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone's got one on their release for this year.
ICM.
ICM.
Yes.
Maybe
Yeah.
delayed.
I think so. You okay, Isla? Are you going out? Huh? What are you going to buy? Hey?
I'll go to the cafe.
Going to the cafe?
Oh,
Nice.
Are you going
You go to Liverpool.
cake?
cake. Yeah. What sort of cake?
Liverpool.
Chocolate cake.
Yeah? Can you bring me some?
Yeah,
Okay.
Isla,
tiny bit.
say Liverpool.
We're going there tomorrow on the next one we did because I'm going to Ducklings tomorrow.
Nape, you're going to have to move because she's really getting the accent now.
She's going to start it.
That little scouser. You said chicken and chips and a can of Coke. You said really. Stop playing ball like that. Say curly whirly. Bye to it now.
That book,
I have got books.
is that your ghost books?
Mm-hmm.
When you read them.
Yeah, keep them away from you.
Isla, did you ask about the medal?
Do you want a medal?
Has she pinched your one?
Grow,
You might have done, yeah.
grow bigger.
Do you want a medal?
Grow bigger.
Uh-huh.
She'd be like Tams. She turns into Muttley. She wants a medal for everything.
Medal.
I'm going to go bigger.
Then we can build it.
Okay, we'll build it when you're a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bigger.
bigger.
That's how.
Okay. You're going to go get some cake now then, sweetheart?
Yeah.
See you later. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye. See ya.
Go. You be careful now, sweetheart.
Going, bye.
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 Don't-
Bless her.
That's it. Andy can go and get Sam to sit in his knee, and then John can go and get Sam.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, right. Cars are about past it.
Okay. See you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah, yeah.
And we'll get it closed. You come back.
You need to come back to the
That's it. Nathan pulls up the drawbridge.
Yeah.
The drawbridge back down.
Must admit, it's nice and peaceful when they've left and gone to university.
So left home, yeah.
Oh God, a few years before that, I think. That's why I've got that money.
Just it keeps coming back all the time. Apparently, I can't have his room yet for my modelling room. Right, let's get some decking done.
Look at that. Piece of cake.
Done it.
That's it. Clean them up. Wish I'd done the other one like that. I made a right hash of it trying to do it by hand. I'm thinking, why don't you just drill it out? Right. Let's do this, see it.
You know, I've realised I've been plodding on with this all day and I've not taken any photos from my build thread.
Oh, I don't qualify now. You never did it. We didn't see it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'm back. Terry says she's a darling, Mr. Robinson. She is. She's a time waster.
Is she a darling, Nathan?
Wasn't last night, but 95% of the time. She's alright. She's no bother. Expensive little things, though, aren't they?
Yes.
My wife's niece has got 2 twins, and they're just 2. And she messaged you last night, said, "How are you getting on with them?" He says, "The devil's taken over my 2 twins."
They're at that age, aren't they?
Yes.
Sounds like they're going out to the cafe, so she'll come back full hiker.
Yeah, full of cake and
Yeah,
chocolate.
she'd be full of E-numbers and cake. It'd be fine. She'd bounce off the walls all night.
Then you'll be wondering why she won't sleep tonight.
Oh, it's my turn tonight as well. Oh, God.
Right, okay, so seems we're halfway through the show. It's time for the advert break. Cue the Pearly Lights music. Hold on. Right, don't forget everybody, you can get... No, I won't bore you with that. Right, so... Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Oh, I think it works. There we go. We have the PM Models Mega Big Sale. Was up to 50% off, but unfortunately the 50% kits I think have all gone. But we've got to have Dragon 15% off, Bujami 20% off, Hasegawa 15% off, Right-Field Models 50% off, and 15% off of all Hobby 2000 kits. And there's 10% off everything else over on here. So you basically just go along, go down to the especially done. Oh, and Dragon, there we go. Let's pick Dragon.
When he says everything else, it means just kits.
Just kits. And there we go. Lots of stuff. Excuse the dog throwing up, clearly. We've got some very nice bits and pieces down in here, as you can see, from Dragon as well. 15% off. Lots of Shermans with different types of tracks on.
Is that the one you built, mate? Nathan? Matt, sorry.
No, that's not one I built. No, I built an M4A4.
Yeah.
M4A threw up, mate. Is it?
An M4A4 is what I built.
I put M4A3 in every single thing I've done.
Is it? No, it's an M4A4.
Shush now, you're dropping yourselves in it. Anyway, the big sale is up and going. Say some really nice ones are down in here as well. So you can see we've got the little the baby babes, as I call them, for £18.80. If you want something a bit bigger, how about a B24 32nd scale, just £120 instead of 150, or maybe a Hind. So there we go, £105 down to £80 basically. So yes, very nice as well.
Challenger 2s.
Challenger 2s, very nice one as well. What else we got? Meng, obviously with the Super Hornets, very nice indeed. And we've got some Copper State model stuff as well for people who like the World War I biplanes. Probably the best there is now. Obviously now we're no longer wingnut wings.
Hey, what's a proper bargain is the Airfix Sabre.
Do you know what? You've ruined my segue.
Sorry.
Sorry. No, that's fine. So, and I can't even remember what it was going to be now. But anyway, so we say about wingnut wings no more. And talking of wings, depending on which version you want to do, we've got the Airfix Sabre. That's what I was just about to say. Yes, when one model, you can choose what wing shape it's got and everything else. There we go. We've got the Sabre down in there as well. £26.24. Nice. Instead of 35 quid. So a bit of a bargain there. More Hornets, the Hobby Boss versions as well. And I'll be building maybe 2 of these this year as well. So you say all 3 of those, and I've got all 3 in my stash as well. So really nice job there. Yeah, the Growler is more expensive generally, probably because it comes with an extra sprue for all the Growler bits. So that's the difference between those 2 as well. And again, Zvezda airliners, probably the best there are. So we're selling out of those as well. Some very nice stuff of those ones. So you want to grab yourself some of those kits, obviously available until around about 9 o'clock tonight, Andy?
Yeah, about 9 o'clock tonight, yeah. We'll take it back off again. There's also some bits in the special sections still of our
crushed box sections.
Yeah.
There's not a lot left in there, to be honest.
We need to do a...
Yeah.
Still
all those people who thought the Alpha was going to be in there, no, it's still here.
Where did it go?
So we've got some damage boxes for the Tamiya. And when we say damage boxes, said before, it's probably nothing you would notice. But it might have a little bit of a crush on a corner or a dent, but obviously the kit's absolutely fine and the box is normally well. If it is a proper mullet box, then we obviously take a photo of it and show what it is as well. So you can see, obviously this one's just got a crushed corner as well. So that's how we
you can also tell by that box, that photo, it's a limited amount of storage space there is in the unit.
Yes. So as you can see, it's pretty full up and everywhere. So that's why we haven't got customers walking around there at the moment. But anyway, we've got lots of other bits and pieces as well. So we've got the Chinooks in here. We've got various things. You say we've got a little bit of Ebro. We've got some of the bikes. We've got the Vespa down there as well. Very nice indeed. And again, obviously 10% off all other kits in the store as well, and it is automatically added at checkout, so you don't have to put any codes in or anything else, just like that. Same on the Flory Model store, so you can come in here as well, and again there's up to like 35% off I think on the pigments, and again there's like all the sanders are just a £5. The pack is discounted from like £44 down to 35. All the washes are 25% off, so they're just £4.80 each, and then obviously there's the packs, the empty bottles, things like that as well. That is all available down on here, as you can see. So we've got all of those. And don't forget our friends over in Greece at Serious Hobbies. They're our UK official distributor for Europe as well. They're joining in with us, and they're doing us a 10% discount as well. So if you want to grab any of your Flory models or sanders and you're in the EU, it saves all the usual import and duties and all the rest of it that goes with it. You can get everything direct from there. But as well, they do normal stuff as well from all your favourite brands and manufacturers as well. So you can grab anything you like from them. Okay. Don't forget. Oh, go on.
So just quickly, Dave said in great sale prices, too bad shipping costs for USA is simply awful. We did say before as the show started, I think Matt was on to agree with this, but me and Phil did, that if you spend over $1,000, we'll provide free.
10,000, wasn't it?
Was it 10,000?
$10,000. We'll provide free shipping because we'll all come over on holiday with us. We'll bring it in our luggage. Okay, so Steve did this one actually, although the photo's a bit pants, unfortunately. But he did a fantastic job of modding, a bit of scratch building and all the rest of it for the, it's Mandalorian technically, as seen in Boba Fett Season 1.
So I presume that's the fine molds one, is it? Kit bashed?
Or is it the AMP one or whatever? I don't know. I can't remember which one he did now. But basically, it's the Naboo Starfighter, and he scratch built it to be more like Mando's one. So very nice indeed. Good job. As I say, shame it's obviously low res photos, unfortunately, but you get the idea. So good job on that one, Steve. Fantastic. A little bit more on our 40. I think, is this the 32nd or the 48th one?
What?
Lank.
32nd.
You think 32nd?
I thought with the pot, when he had the pot at the side of it, it was 32nd one.
Oh, right. Perhaps it's the 32nd one.
It's hard to tell, isn't it? But
yeah. But anyway, as you can see, that's the stress skin effect is absolutely spot on. Love it. Very
what's
clever.
more satisfying, doing that yourself or buying one that's already done?
Yeah.
That works, though. What you
it works, yeah. Like I say, by the time it's got some paint on it and then you weather it in a bit, I think that'll work really, really well.
Yeah.
So, you know, for all those people saying about it, yeah, there you go, just saying. But also the Lancaster lends itself very well because it is literally like a patchwork quilt. So, because of the way the formers are and all the rest of it, it naturally is quite nice and cubey. Because I remember when I did it on the FX Typhoon, it's the same because it's obviously that design in the era. So, very nicely done anyway. But what do we think? We think it's absolutely stunning job. Brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant.
Really nice.
Great job. Yeah.
Top job.
So you got an hour to finish it.
Yeah. Get the paint on.
What we done. So chop.
Yes. Very, very nice. Cool. Does look good.
Does. Yeah, it's come out very nice.
Right, okay. And speaking of very nice, we've got another one from Viper Models, and he's put up here P40. Some more weatherings we saw earlier.
Yeah, that's nice.
Very nice indeed.
Yeah. So there's a Gala kit.
Yeah, 2000,
48 scale Hasegawa kit, yeah.
No, it's over 2. No, it's 48 one, is it? Wow.
So yeah, Hobby 2000 done a rebox of this recently, didn't they?
I think it needs an oil change.
Yeah, it's running a bit rich by the looks of it.
Bit of a tune-up.
Yeah. Nick has done the 144 scale, what's that, a Mark 567C U-boat.
Nice as well,
Nice
isn't it?
indeed. Nice subtle weathering on that as well. I like that. Good
Yeah.
job. Very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. And where are we? Warhammer time. My missus wants us to get into Warhammer, by the way. Apparently we need to start stocking it and doing it and everything. Probably something to do with Henry Cavill being a fan.
Who?
Oh, right, okay. Well, he can fund it then, can't he?
Who's Henry
she's
Cavill?
a bit of a fan of his, and then when she had the thing with him
Superman.
going around the Warhammer place, she's like, you need to stock it, you need to start selling it. You need to start doing videos with it. I was like, oh, do we? So, anyway. Sorry?
He's going to be the new Highlander, isn't he? They're redoing that.
Yes.
What, there can be only one?
That's the one.
Oh.
Anyway, Green has been working really, really well on these ones. Obviously, our Green's a big supporter of Flory models as well, so a big shout out to him.
Yeah.
He's got another picture here as well. There we go. Some more.
Can I just say, surely in this day and age, shouldn't there be casting a Scotsman to play an Highlander?
Well, I think Rabsy Nedsbit's a bit old for it now.
Sure, there's a few more Scottish actors than that. Oh, God.
Henry Cavill, The Witcher. All right, yeah, I know you mean, yeah.
Superman.
Yeah.
Superman and The Witcher.
Or The
innit?
Witcher, yeah. Definitely. So anyway, good job everybody. Remember, if you want to get your photos seen up there, just do the old official Flory models or hashtag Flory models, and then obviously you can be seen in here. But make sure you put the official bit in front, because we've got loads of Flory models things on these things. So yes, good job.
Yeah, some nice stuff in there.
Some good stuff in there. Well done.
There's some talent, isn't there?
Very much so.
Some real talent.
Right, Joe wants to be a member. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll just let him in.
Let him in, quick, before he changes his mind.
Yeah. Right, hold on. Let me
Can I just say, you do know once you remember, you can't leave.
Yeah, that's it. It's compulsory. You've
This
just
is-
signed up.
this
And
is-
if I do need a kidney in a few months' time, I'll be coming knocking.
Hey, this is like a cult, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
you'll
for the
never
greater good. Don't forget that.
meet, you'll never meet an ex-Flory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex said it takes about 10 hours to do one wing on the Lank.
Crikey.
It's the 30-second one, yeah.
Labour of love.
It
It's
looks,
gonna be,
yeah.
definitely going to be worth it.
Right, okay, Joe, I've just sent you over a thing. Same thing applies, because I can't do it live on air, because to be honest, I'm on a different computer. But I'll send you over the welcome pack thing when we come off air. I'll send them over to everybody who signed up during the show. But you can get into the forum now, and obviously you get into the live chat and all the videos and all the other bits and pieces. So
You're in the
all set
chat.
and good to go.
How is the chat?
My God, now Chris has just signed up. Right, hold on, I'll be there.
Just get on it. Get on it.
Right, hold on, Chris. I'll let you in as well. Hold on.
Yeah, the old Highlander, they cast the Frenchman to play the Scotsman and the Scotsman to play the Spaniard, didn't they? Yeah.
Logic in there somewhere.
David wants to know if you were serious about free shipping with £1,000 or more purchase.
No, £10,000.
Are we ever expecting shipping prices to become reasonable?
No,
No.
it'd be like the price of potatoes. They go up, they never come down. Right, okay, so we'd like to welcome our two newest members, which will be Chris, Joe as well. So that's good.
Welcome.
Aboard.
Welcome. Willkommen. Good job. Right, okay, so that's that. Right, sorted. Okay, where are we? Wonder if there would be a market for a 1/35th scale steam locomotive. Trumpeter did 2, I think, and nothing more. I would love to get a British one.
Trouble is, it's like limited from use, isn't it? The German, like, their main thing was trains, weren't it? To get stuff. And so that's why there's loads, because they're bringing out a diesel, aren't they?
Oh, right, okay.
That was used to move the big guns.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were used after the war for something else. But yeah, that's due out. And that looks like a proper flat nose, like we'd know a diesel.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. I think it was, I was reading up about it actually last week, I think. It's worth a thing. It's an interesting train.
Yes. I must admit, I have got an itch to scratch to do one. Those Trumpy ones look very nice. And my other half would love that, being a bit of an anorak, clearly. I can say that, she's not here. But yeah, she's a right train nerd.
She'd know about which one it is.
She would, yeah. But the thing is, you know what would happen? I'll build it and she'll pick faults right the way through it. So, oh, that's wrong. Should be like this.
There's so a lot about German locomotives.
Probably. Don't put it past her.
David Chandler says £10,000. You'd have to be joking. I'd have to sell my Porsche 911. Would you take part exchange?
Hey,
What,
we
for
buy
911? I don't want a Volkswagen Beetle.
After shipping on the Porsche.
Hey, we buy anycar.com.
Yeah.
Do they have that in the States?
They have what do they call it? Trying to think what all the YouTubers take the cars to see what, get a quote. God, I can't remember. CarMax, is it? Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Vroom, we buy your car.
Vroom will buy your car. They must be like our WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Fair, my wife just sold her car through anycar.com and it was the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Got the quote, thought, yeah, that sounds all right. Booked a time to go down, took it in. 15 minutes later, she's walked out and money's in the bank. No hassle, no tyre kickers, no bloody people taking it for test drives and trying to knock you down in price. And it was just easy. I know we could have got more probably if we sold it privately, but I can't be doing it with all the hassle.
Bet they're making a killing with second-hand car market,
Yeah.
What do they do? Second straight to the auction? Or do
I think
Yeah,
what
just go straight out the auction, that's all they
yeah,
do.
they offer you average auction price, I think.
Yeah, so, yeah.
And then it's like so some of them might lose a bit on, but then some of them make on, and
yeah. It's all on percentages, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The room. So are they state all over the states then? The room, I take it. Are they, nationwide, or whatever you want to call it?
Apparently you don't want to use them. David says that they're being sued by former customers.
But this is the States. They like to sue, don't they? What they're being sued for just pulling people's pants down, are they, or what? Oh, right, they're all like, okay. So they're in every state then, and whatever, right.
Yeah.
So they've got a bad rep. I'm talking to a camera that's not even on. That's not going to work, is it? So, forgot.
Right, well I'm going to glue the wings on. Because I can.
I've read about that, to be honest with you.
What, selling cars that do not have the title?
Yeah,
That's a bit naughty, isn't
customers' cars and things that they sell them. So yeah, like luxury cars, Ferraris and things they've been flogging and stuff. Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, that's a bit dodgy, isn't it?
It's a bit naughty. Yeah.
Mm.
Both his faults were.
You had a good week there, Chris.
Hmm.
Odds aren't that bad.
My wife had a Mini Cooper S and it was bloody horrible. Nice if you want to take it for a quick blast down country roads and things, but to drive normally it was just too horrible and stiff and firm and what have you. And then you're scared of it breaking down all the time.
What she said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing is it a complicated process for titles of cars over in the US? Because we just like sign a piece of paper and send it to DVLA, don't we?
Yeah.
What's the because it's all about number plates and stuff over there in the US.
Mm.
So what happens if one goes from one state to another? Then how does that sort of?
Then they don't have to pay sales taxes and things in different states, and depending on what the state is, and
And then do they have to wait for like a new license plate to come so they can use the car? All right. Okay.
So you take it back. It's not too bad over here after all.
So right, no. Say if you bought a car in Texas and you drove it, I don't know, up to Chicago or something. Do you know what I mean? Because don't the owner of the car keep the plates, or do you just take your plates from your last car and put them on the new car? I don't know, because obviously our plates stay with the car and the dock. So. Oh, right, okay.
California's temporary registration, so you can drive with it for
Right, it can be complicated. We need to have title. Right. Kentucky pays annual tax on the car. It does not. A few of the states are different. Oh. You have around a month to get new tags and plates. Oh.
I'm glad we're small and compact and everything's the same apart from Scotland, but we'll forget them. They confuse it.
Freedom.
Matt, get near your mic. Says he's on the wrong
Can't
mic.
get near the mic. It's not working. I don't even know which mic I'm on.
Don't start on mics again. Jesus.
I was just mumbling to myself then, just to get my head around the old plate thing in the US. So.
You have around a month to get new tags and plates. So you get like a temp tag for
Right.
a month, and then like Dirk says, plates stick with the car in the EU unless you have private plates.
And that's really straightforward. I've got a private plate of mine.
Yeah, it's
And
only
it's
a
really
couple of days,
straightforward.
isn't
You
it?
just have to pay 80 quid to keep changing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to get a new driver's license as well. What for?
Yeah, what's that for?
Move state.
Exactly, Dylan. Why do you have to get a new driving licence? In California, the cost of the car each year is based on the value of the car. Most other states just charge a flat annual rate.
I watch a YouTuber called YouTubers called Daily Driven Exotics, who are a bit mad trying to drive around in Lamborghinis and things, but they're from Canada, but they go to California a lot, and they always get pulled over by the police, and the police keep telling them that they're not allowed to drive on the Canadian driving licenses in California.
Why is that then?
Well, they are, but the police say they're not. They say you've got to have a California driving license to drive in California.
But the Canadian one's international, isn't it?
Exactly, but they don't seem to get that. They said if you're driving California, you've got to have a California driving license.
Really?
Even though you're a California resident, you're just on holiday or visiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
No.
Nick was saying you were mentioning about the size of the F18. I've just sent a size comparison. Hold on.
Hey, up wrong. Hey,
Easy, Tiger.
that
hold
sort
on.
of show.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Family show. I can do that. I've got the hawk up there and that one. So yes. Whose Hornet is that? Is that Revels or Trumpeters?
That'll be the Revell one, I reckon.
It's academies.
Because I'm working on the Revell one as well. So it's like
Christopher says we have Canadian cars with Canadian plates on our roads. They're known to be a bit more cautious than others because the Canadians are polite, aren't they?
This is like national stereotype hour.
Yeah. Come on, we know we've got some Canadians on here. You can jump in whenever you want.
Is the Phil Flory plate Flory 1? No. I do know, I can't say what it is, but actually my nephew has got a Flory number plate. I don't have Flory on mine. But yes.
Graham says yes, Canadians are polite.
Yeah, but is Graham full Canadian, look? Because he's got a bit of a...
Bit of our English.
Bit of it. Half and half, look.
We're the world's peace.
Are you a resident Canadian or are you an expat? See, it's a Brit lot, so you're not polite. So you can't can. We need real Canadians.
So Terry says here about the plates. Plates are annual or 2 years, depending on the state.
Shit. Hold on a minute, I've got to jump in here. Rob McCluskey, it's Volvo drivers in the UK that own it. No, it's not, it's Jag drivers.
It's BMW drivers are the worst ones.
No, definitely Jag drivers who just tootle around at 20 mile an hour. Because the car's about to fall to bits or break down.
Yeah, that's because it's got an engine management light on. That's why they always drive so slow.
Yeah. They've got more lights on the dashboard.
They're running on 4 cylinders instead of 6.
I tell you what, you say about Tesla, I travelled down to Cornwall a bit, and I've seen, 3 this week on the back of recovery trucks.
Have you?
Yeah.
I tell you, Nick who owns Clean Detail next door, lad who owns it, he's got a Tesla and it's just always plugged in. Everywhere, it just seems to be always plugged in.
I often wonder, is it just run out of juice, so they've recovered it?
Probably towing it.
Yeah, driving licence are every 4 to 6 years, and then plates are annual or 2 years, depending on the state. Jesus.
So, when you reapply for a licence, then do you have to go for another test, or do you just have to reapply and get a licence? Because actually, I don't think it's a bad idea, because some of the driving over here is atrocious. I think some people could do a retest. After 10 years or whatever, to see if they're still capable of driving properly.
Yeah.
BMW drivers. See if you can remember where the indicator stalk is.
I've never been caught speeding in my car ever.
Of course you haven't.
Mr. Speed Awareness course.
Just the once.
How many times you thought you had?
Yeah, now he's bored with doing them. He takes the points. It's easier.
Wait, what do points make?
Premiums.
Every other week you think, oh God.
Points makes a bigger insurance bill.
Every other week he thinks he's been caught by another camera.
No, every other week he thinks he's been done by the same camera.
Yeah.
He's been on that same stretch of road for God knows how many years.
Yeah, he lives there, for Christ's
that
sake. You think you know where the camera is?
Day.
Yeah, we have to have MOT after 3 years. You have to have an MOT every year, and yeah, they are good because just keep the.
The thing is, everywhere you live, there's a scam. Like, for instance, my car, for the first 3 years, it's 500 quid to tax it because it's over a certain value. and then the 4th year it goes back to normal, being 120 quid. That's a
Do you know
scam.
what? Hey, do you know how they're on about the like an MOT and stuff over here, the inspection thing? I tell you what, if you lot had like in the States had an MOT like we've had, you'd have no YouTube channels of people pulling cars out of fields that's been there for years and then driving them 100 miles or 400 miles or whatever. And it's good entertainment.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't go over that over here,
No.
could we? Come on, geez, we'd just get absolutely. I don't think we'd even get off the field before we've been pulled.
Yeah.
So.
Mind you, talk about MOTs. My car passed its MOT last year and it had weeping shocks. Still passed its MOT.
Well, was it that sad because it was attached to a Fiat?
Was it an
He's just
advisory?
crying under the weight of all the kits he lugs around in it.
Was it an advisory or?
No, it didn't even get mentioned. So when I took it for some new tyres, he said, "Come and look at this." I was like, "Oh, good, yeah." Passed its MOT a couple of months before.
For sale, please buy my car.
Can
I
we
need
say?
floor scale. Seen that?
Yeah, David, it's not the kits, mate. It's the actual postage cost where you need the money. So, honestly, it's just extortion. A minute to post.
Yeah.
It's scary how much it is. It's sad as well because obviously it works both ways as well. So it's like if we want to buy from the States or wherever, it's just. And you know, it's like we obviously probably stock stuff you can't go over there, and vice versa, and it's just took the fun out of it, hasn't it?
There you go. Porsche's sold for $100. I take it that's Canadian as well.
Or Australian dollars.
That's a good deal.
Steery says, Jesus, 120 quid to tax. I pay almost triple that. I know, I pay 580 quid a year for it. I wouldn't mind, but you know, like.
Hey, you're going to be paying that for diesel every fortnight.
I was going to say, yeah, it's now that
Because
to
of
fill it
that
up,
more.
to be honest.
I tell you what, that push bike that's in our conservatory at the minute is looking more and more appealing every week as prices of fuel goes up.
What do you think? Diesel down here is now 154.
Yeah, I think we're about the same here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not far off.
A litre, that is, for anybody wondering. That's not like, you know, a barrel.
Or-
in certain
yeah.
states in America where it's probably that a barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah, £1.54 a litre.
Yeah, it's really, yeah.
It's shot up, hasn't it?
For you now, Adam.
Yeah, Tony's not wrong. Sell the car to afford the fuel to put it in, you're right.
That's it.
And this little Beetle engine out here, I'm going to have to attach it to something.
I think you need to make it electric.
What with the price of electric as well.
Solar
Can it
power.
Do you think I can make it run on H2O?
Make it run on IPA, it'd be cheaper.
God, yeah. Yeah, silly thinners.
Yeah, old thinners. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your dregs jar.
Do you know, the funny thing is, like the electric thing, I did actually cross my mind to electrify it. I wonder what, I don't know, obviously the conversion and stuff, I bet it cost an absolute fortune, but I did actually think of, but I don't know where you'd put the batteries in a Beetle, because you can't put them in the floor, because you literally sit on it.
Well, when it go in the boot in the front, be a bit nose heavy. The steering might be a bit heavy.
I know, but the size of the battery, the luggage compartment's rubbish in one of them anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not...
You have to take the back seats out and put it in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I bet there's a
stuff.
way to do it. It's probably been done, but you must have a very good range because, like I said, there's not really many places you can, stash the batteries or put them, and then obviously the weight as well. But
€2.15 for petrol.
Adam, I can't see your post for in the Flashpoint SIG work in progress.
Thomas says here, going back onto models a bit, he's saying that he's got I Love Kit F22. It's the too expensive for what you get. It's the normal trumpeter detail with no full engine or fancy extras for $110. The I Love Kit range is, as I say, they do like the 1/16 scale stuff as well. As you say.
it's got merit range, isn't it?
Yeah, it used to be Merit, and before that it was something else. But
Yeah.
Yeah, with those ones,
Gallery.
they tend to
Gallery
be
models.
sort of made up, ready to go type things, but they do the kit version of them as well. So,
According to Search, last post you did, Adam, was hose bib burst.
Pardon?
Hose bib burst. That's quite a.
What's that?
I don't know.
Hose pipe.
Yeah, but it says bib. And then on the models, fly catch pre-order. No, definitely nothing for the. There's replied to Nick Zantis having a hose bib fracture.
Oh, right, okay.
Hose bibs.
Motion detected at the ring front door camera.
Motion detected, who's that?
how many cameras you got then?
Just one.
Oh, right. I thought the way it said it, you got loads, because mine just says motion detected at your front door if it's on the cam ring bell thing.
It depends on what you name it, isn't it?
On security camera number 25, zone 3.
Yeah. I could zoom into PM Models one and show you the PM Model store.
Yes.
That doesn't seem to want to move, Matt. It must be caught on something or broken.
I don't know. Might be slightly unplugged.
You can still see it, but it just doesn't move.
It
I
doesn't
know
move.
the merch, because I know the guy's talking about the merch. Nathan, quick, show me your new t-shirt, because you're the only one who's got one so far. Yeah, you didn't have to. I was only joking. I will get it onto the site hopefully sometime this week. Push comes to shove, I'll get up the new merch this week and it'll go up. It's all here. Well, it's been here, as you know, since before Christmas. In fact, I think it's like end of November. It's just like physically I haven't had time to do it. Apparently they're panic buying petrol down in Truro in Cornwall.
Right.
Pass.
Oh, okay.
Shell?
Well, get some petrol quick. That's what you're going to tell her, innit? Has he muted himself?
Yeah, pop down Sainsbury's quick and get some petrol because we're selling out quick.
They are now. We've started a panic buy across everywhere. Everyone's been running out and getting fuel.
Not back to that old chestnut again, are we?
Jesus, that was a con last time. Everyone panicked buying fuel for no reason whatsoever.
What's with the panic buying then in Truro? What's kicked this off?
I don't know.
What's the BBC said now?
Well, because they were saying the price of fuel is supposed to go up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it creeps up a penny or two. It doesn't like
No.
Yeah, it's not going to go up by massive amounts. It's not going to go up by a fiver.
go daily. It's not going to suddenly leap like
It's the Truro effect. Not the Truro effect.
It's the Cornish for you. They're like a good gathering.
Yeah, but
I'll
then
start
that'll
singing
spread
in a
up the
minute.
Hey, that'll spread up the country, like, you know, because obviously it'll get on the news that the panic buying, and then that'll just set everybody else off like it did last time.
Yeah.
Oh,
That might explain it.
what?
Tony Davies said, because when the Alexa went off, he says, it's in the toilet, motion detected.
Hey,
Crikey, good job you haven't got an alarm in your toilet. It'd be going off every 30 seconds. Between you and John.
Well, it's a standing joke every time I go to the toilet. Matt phones me.
I'm like Amazon. Got time for a toilet break.
Speaking of things like that, you can tell it's getting near 5 o'clock because somebody's just racked up. Hello.
Blimey, they're like 40 minutes early.
Well, you know what they're like. Do you want to say hello to everyone? There's one. You're early. You've literally half hour minimum early.
You're very early, love.
Nice
you know.
try. You're all right. I'm seeing you all day. Been a busy day at the office, was it? You didn't even get up to eat the post. Yes.
Where's your sidekick?
Yeah, where is your sidekick? What have you done with her? Why is she so quiet? That's the worry. What's she eating this time? Very good. Right, I've got to get on. I'll say hello to everyone. Not really. Could I have your dinner? I'm wasted away, clearly. Come on, off you get. Down you get. Good girl. Go and find your mate. It's a bit worrying where she is, actually. She's very quiet. She was chewing a bone in here earlier, but she's gone now.
Hey, it's about
$3.19 a US gallon.
Yeah,
So
but
what's
US
that
gallon isn't as big as our gallon, though, is it?
No. What does that work out in Great British pounds?
What? In shillings?
Emphasis on the emphasis on the great.
Apparently, we all need to go up to Durham because it's only 1:43 up there. So I'll drive all the way up there to fuel up. I'll have to fill up to do that, but hey.
That sounds like a plan.
Need to get friendly with the armour.
It's not that much cheaper in the States, is it, for fuel?
Yeah, we all need to run on Sherry Aid, as we call it down here, the old pink diesel.
Oh, God, yeah.
I don't know. $3.19 is £2.38.
Right. But that's for a gallon.
That's for a US gallon, though.
Yeah, US gallon
what-
smaller than ours.
But what are we paying a gallon?
I have no idea.
Oh, God, no.
See, they've changed ours from gallon to litres to fullness.
To make it sound better, yeah.
Panic buying toilet rolls have also started. Well,
Well, not going there again. I did that.
don't say it. Don't.
People starting to worry.
What, they can't get toilet roll?
That's usually the first thing that people start panic buying, isn't it?
And pasta, that'll be it. There'll be no pasta again.
Yeah.
I've had that for flipping Brexit pasta, COVID pasta.
Right, to put in perspective, this is obviously a UK gallon, which is slightly more than an American gallon. But our price per gallon works out at $7.67 per gallon in the UK.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, it's a big difference, isn't it?
From 2.38 to 7.67. But ours is a bit more.
God, well, in Canada, one Canadian dollar 59 a litre. Blimey.
Was it a litre? One what?
$1.59 Canadian.
That's about the same as us, isn't it?
What, Canadian dollars?
Oh no, yeah, we're £1.50 something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the exchange rate is. Back in the day, it used to be $2 to the pound, I think.
Yeah, those were the good days when you used to buy everything in America because it was really cheap and you never used to get caught for import. Now, not so, and you always get caught.
Yeah. Anyhow. Shit.
Let's see. Our petrol's obviously better petrol because we pay so much more for
You keep telling yourself that.
Yeah, a bit like those premium fuels that are an extra like 20p a litre.
Yeah, what the devil's that about?
Yeah, that's the right comment.
it. How much?
But that tries to sell me performance tyres every time I get new. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, though. Heads. Good catch. On your red. Where'd it go? There it is. Sorry, mate. Didn't mean to whack you on the head.
And what's our gallon? Is ours 4.25 something like that? A litre.
Yeah, something like that.
Look, even the clear parts fit pretty darn good.
Matt, I think you'd find it far more comfortable with one of those ball voices.
Yeah.
Mm.
You gonna buy me one, John?
You need to get yourself one. You know you will.
I'm not even going to Google bull voices, though.
No, do it. Do it, Andy, do it.
I'm not sure what you come out with.
Imagine that when it comes into the tax bill.
Yeah, it'd be even worse for you to try and explain it to the accountant.
Yeah.
It's all right, my love. I needed it for work.
Yeah.
It'd been so much easier for me just to change the tone of your voice in editing that.
Yeah. What's that like? One of the Bee Gees?
See, the burning question is then, do we do this in flight? Drop in some water. We do it gear up, which I don't think there's an option for gear up anyway, so we'll have to fudge that. Do we sit it in a nice little bit of water in a pond?
Because they sit in a pond.
It's your one chance to do water effects, isn't it?
Yes.
You're not going to build anything boaty for the rest of the year, are you?
Boaty McBoatface, no.
So David, if you pay no sales tax, what pays for what? Who pays for your police and your fire and your health? Oh, sorry.
It's that
Insurance.
federal and state tax, isn't it? They do their tax returns every year.
So it purely relies on people doing tax returns then?
You put your tax things in the States.
I'm glad that we have to pay PAYE and it just comes. I have huge property taxes, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, one of the guys just saying in YouTube chat, when he was young, back in the 80s, he used to use avgas in his cars, as my friend worked at a seaplane base. I was going to say, Jesus Christ, that's got to be strong, isn't it? What's the octane rate on a bloody avgas compared to your normal 95 unleaded?
Is this like 110, 120 or something?
I know, well, it's high, isn't it?
It's crafty, that. It's got have gas in it.
Mm.
It's between 96 and 130. Or 91 and 100 lean. 96, 130 rich.
We've got that new petrol here now, haven't we?
15 more than automotive.
Yeah, I bet it smelled a bit rich when it's going past.
Yeah. It's more resilient to detonating.
Yeah, because Navy aircraft use different fuel, don't they? Because it's got a lower flash point or something for on aircraft carriers and stuff.
Apparently the avgas still contains lead.
Does it?
Yeah.
Mm.
They haven't found a suitable alternative yet.
Mhm.
So how come they're doing
Yeah,
carbon?
sales tax is what we call VAT over here, or value added tax, which in the UK is 20%. Yeah, JP5 on Navy aircraft, isn't it? Yes, there's only two things certain in life, and it's death and taxes.
Yeah.
So we can get, is it 98 octane most we get at pumps?
All new now, isn't it? I forget what they've done with it. Get that new E something.
Yes, the new unleaded E, as they call it. What's the percentage on that? Isn't it 95 or something?
Something like that, I think.
Yeah.
Well, the old one used to be
Not-
90, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think you can get super, can't you? It's 98, something like that. Or...
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, JP5, which is what the Navy use, is closer to diesel, so ground vehicles can use it.
Mm.
It would make sense to have one sort of fuel on an aircraft carrier then for all the vehicles, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, Simon says Shell Opti 98, yeah.
Mm. Interesting. Tell you what, the temperature here has dropped considerably in the last half hour.
I've had the heating on all afternoon in here.
Mm. Clearly I haven't. I think we need to put that up.
It's clear night, isn't it? Like, it's always clear skies this time of year. It's always going to be cold.
Mm.
Always takes the canopy to make it look like a sea harrier. Oh, it looks like a sea harrier.
Just check my heating, it's come on. Oh! No, hold on.
Mm. The clock in your office ticking, man.
It's taking you this long to notice it, Andy.
That's it. A kickstart that. Bloody boiler. We've got a leak on our boiler somewhere on the system because I keep topping up the water every other day.
Get plumber in.
Thing is, you know what he's going to say? He's going to pull up all the floorboards looking for the leak.
Yeah.
It's all right. I haven't found any wet spots anywhere in the house, so I'll just keep topping it up. It'll be fine.
Can you hear me, clock, Andy?
Yeah, it's up there.
David's saying here that the throttle on a Royal Naval frigate running ollies at 36 knots each consumes 125 PM marine diesel back in the day. Is that per minute? 125 litres a minute? Jesus.
Running full tilt though, isn't it?
I was going full, was that flank speed? Crikey. Expensive
Didn't they have,
things to
like-
run.
Got like Olympus engine on a lot of...
So you go back to coal. Coal. Well, didn't they used to say that you used to have that thing where a steamliner coming over from the US to England used the same amount of coal as a steam train used to use something going from here to Scotland, from London to Scotland or something. If you worked out the actual weights and all the various bits and pieces.
I don't know, I've heard that.
Doo-doo-doo. They tried to do that over here, wouldn't it? Liquid hydrogen cars, but there's only like 3 places in the UK you can get the fuel. So it's not exactly effective to have one of them in the UK.
I reckon that'll be the future, though. You'll fill your tank up with water. You'll have a converter in your car that converts it from water to hydrogen and oxygen.
I think that's what it is, James. I think I've got a leak on a radiator somewhere. But yeah, I have to fill it up every other day.
Careful you don't get it from. If it's an upstairs one, you have to be a bit careful.
Well, I've got no marks on the radio on the ceilings anywhere, because I did do that when it started doing it about a month ago. I keep looking to find one. At least I know where it's leaking from, but can't see anything.
You know,
Right, where are we? Why have we just had a sudden increase in viewership?
Because we're nearly finished.
It's just been jumped up massively by 300 people.
Could be your expansion tank or something. Could have like a rubber expansion tank.
To be honest, we've had that before,
takes
but that we have to keep pumping up with air.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, over time, they just give up and then it comes out the overflow bit. But we had a new expansion tank fitted to it about 4 years ago. Because the diaphragm went inside it.
Get slight bladders, don't they?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it can't compress the
air in it.
water.
To be honest, we do need a sort of new boiler, but I've been hanging out like you do till when we have that worst freeze temperature in so many years, and then it gives up. The usual thing. Look, we have an actual looking plane this time.
Oh. Hey.
Right, what's the phone pinging for?
Oh, very nice.
Get in there.
Very yellow.
Yes. I don't even have to paint it. That's
Just
the
put
cool
some
thing we've
deckles on
done. I must admit, it's a, you know, I know I keep saying it, I'm just amazed how well it all fits. The fit is absolutely fantastic on this. Perhaps that's where it all went wrong. Kits used to fit together, then they went recessed and detailed, and then they gave up trying to get them to, you know, to fit.
Is that your theory?
My theory to it. Because, say, this is the second helikit that I've worked on from the 70s in theory, and they both went together absolutely no problem at all.
I'd say perhaps I were ahead of the game back in the day.
Really? Yeah.
When you take into account that that was all sort of pre-CAD and everything as well.
Yeah, it's all done with a yardstick.
Jez says, check your TPL pipe, 150 mile copper pipe on the outside. If it's dripping, then your TPL valve is leaking.
Yeah, the outside overflowy bit, is that the bit he means, isn't? I've been checking that. I've been sticking my finger in it and it's dry.
See, mine runs straight into the drain, so you can't see mine. There's a run a pipe down and it goes into one of the drain pipes.
Yeah, it's a good point. Perhaps mine does that as well, and that's why I haven't noticed it leaking.
When the TPR valve goes, you'll hear it.
Why, does it make a rumbling sound? Because it does that sometimes. See, look, where else would you get boiler maintenance information as well as your modelling?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why people watch us.
The thing is, the government went all out, didn't they, a while ago, about having combi boilers, and everyone's got to have combi boilers, and the greatest thing since sliced bread, and then
Yeah, now we'll just have those other ones now.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
there's-
The ones that won't work in England, because all English houses are almost 100 years old or older, and they're not efficient. They don't have proper insulation like modern houses do, so they'll never get up to temperature.
Yeah, they're never going to work that new system, is it?
Yeah, those heat exchanger things that look like
Yeah.
yeah,
And how much are they? They're about 20 grand or something,
something
aren't
horrendous. Yeah.
Yeah, when you get a new boiler for 1,600 quid,
Mm.
you're gonna do.
they? $50. So what we've got? 15 minutes-ish left
15
to go.
minutes. So yes, if you want to get any of your photos up, guys, and put them up onto the official Flory Models jobby, you know what to do.
So the site will resume back to normal about 9 o'clock-ish. So if the banner's gone missing off the top of the page, then it's all down. So be back to normal prices.
I have to say, I know Tim was just talking about this one. Everything seems great going together to this. Now it's together, we're all right. I've finished all the last of the sanding and the filling and the bits and pieces. So hopefully we're all good now. We're all done. Still think the nose is the wrong shape, but anyway, that's another story. But yeah, now it's all together. I think we're past all the worst of it. With any luck, we can just get on. And obviously the other big lump we're doing at the moment is this little lady. So this is now, she's set and all ready for paint. So Monday or Tuesday into primer there. So hopefully next week should be lots of progress. Be pushing on with both of those. And I think really for the next show for this little lady will be a case of primer as well.
What primer it in white?
Yes, definitely. I think we need white. I might be needing some LP8 if you got any.
LP8?
Yeah.
No, mate, we've said that for months and months.
So it'll have to be XF3, will it?
Probably, yeah. Unless you want to
Attacker do a bright yellow though, don't they?
Attacker do, and Finger do a yellow, don't they? The AK, real colour
Oh, right.
yellow. They do two different yellows.
Hmm.
Guns do yellow as well. There's the guns are yellow if you need a bit of a change. But yeah, Attacker do.
X8.
X8.
What, the normal gloss yellow?
That'd be glossy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I don't fancy spraying gloss to be honest. Take
Aye.
forever to dry, won't it?
Yeah, put rapid thinner in.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Ooh,
Ooh, who's that?
ice cream van.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Right, this
Is
time
that
of
really
year.
ice cream?
Jesus.
They never come round in summer. It's always at winter.
Or is that the local drug dealer just pulling
I was
up?
about to say, that's why it comes around in winter.
Special 99.
It's doing a special on cannabis.
Yeah. Special deal. Is it still called a 99?
So about 301 people watching us, listen, talking about
Ice cream.
gas boilers and ice cream vans.
I hope people's actually got some modelling done while they've been sat here.
Guys, and I've left a decal in the water. It's
Yes.
come.
We're okay. N practitioner. He's just bought the Great Wall Hobbies F15. Thanks for the discount, lads. No problem at all.
Thanks for the purchase.
Yes,
and
thank you
to
very
everybody who's brought some stuff off us today. It's brilliant.
Tony says, Phil, are you doing the wings folded on the F18? No, I'm doing them mobile. I've converted the wing fold so it now works because it was a square peg in a round hole. So what I've done is I've rounded the hole and the peg, so now it actually moves. They will go up and down. So I've made adjustments to these, which is what we were working on. I've done a video on it, you'll see it. So, but yeah, we've rounded off the square pegs and the roundy holes, so it will actually now work.
Brilliant.
Which is good.
So
I don't know
what-
how long it'll work for because they're plastic, and I was going to replace it with copper pins and do it that way, but it's still plastic bits around it, so yeah, we'll see.
Why didn't they do that in the kit?
I don't know actually, because the way they've done it is they've made it square. So these things here, you've got, if you imagine it's, where's the other one? You've got these hard, show you on the overhead. Yeah, So you've got this one here works like a pin, but this is a square bar going down it, and these are squared as well, and these clamp round it like this. So because it's obviously square, you can't change it, but I've done it, so now it works. It actually goes round. There's a little bit of a click, but that's on purpose because I want it to be quite stiff, otherwise it would be flopping all over the place. But now they work, so you can have it angled like 90 for folded, and if you want it wings down, it goes as well. So, but obviously if you had it too floppy, it would just hang down. So that's why we've done it. But yeah, why they didn't do that in the first place, I'm not too sure, but it would have been a better fit.
David said it was the TV inspector van. Do we still have them?
Well, didn't we agree that they were a con and never did work?
Yeah.
We had a member, wasn't it, who used to work in the military doing radars and that, and he was saying we couldn't even make stuff like that. So there's no way the BBC could.
Yeah. It's the Vroom Repo Man.
We were just saying, Mike, petrol over here. I don't know, what's the price of petrol? Because I'm diesel, so.
About 140 odd in it
Is it
still.
145, something like that? And it's around about 155 for diesel over here.
Andy, I think you need to turn your decal thing off. Think of the electric you're burning.
I've just been using it. I've just put a decal on.
Yeah, but that's been at 40 degrees all day.
It's
supposed to be like a sauna in your room.
1 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's cost effective.
He's only put 2 decals on.
It's nice and
warm water.
nice and wet and warm.
Anyway, show us what you got, Andy, because we're running out of time. How are you doing? The X-wing looks very nice.
Yeah, I've not done much. I've put a few more decals on, put some on the inside of the wings in there, at the bottom bits.
Yep.
I'm talking too much.
Stand by, Red 5. Wedge, where are you? Have you got the little torpedoes, the little to go down the hole?
I have. I don't know whether I'm going to do that bit. I don't know whether just put it on this base or to do both bases. I don't know yet.
Cool.
I'll have a look.
Very nice.
Think about it.
And Nathan, Harrier's looking good. Master?
Yeah, it is ready for paint. It's loose, but it's got all its various. Well, apart from the undercarriage doors, all the photo etch is done. It's got various bits and bobs on it.
Very nice indeed.
Yeah.
Will your top canopy still fit on with the photo etch on?
I think it's just going to have to sit in the open position.
Oh, right, fair enough.
Like that.
Because I've had that with the 48 scale one.
Yeah, I put like these little rails in. It won't fit with that. So it'll go sit there. It does kind of sit over the top, which ironically covers half the.
Yeah, the bits at the back.
But yeah, nice little kit in the end. Managed to wrestle it.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Very nice indeed. Looked very nice with the flap stand as well.
Yeah, it does look cool, doesn't it? Like that.
Cool, very good. And well, have you finished your chipping yet, John?
For today, yeah. So started getting it together, got the wheels on, and
Right, where have you chipped
so
it?
it's beginning to look like a Centurion now. So
Still don't understand why they don't give you the gun mallet.
yeah, weird that, isn't it?
Just don't make sense at all.
But to be honest, that resin one's lovely, and it went in really easy. Hardly any filler, just a bit of Mr. Surface around the edge of it, sort of that. But yeah, now it's coming together. It's beginning to look the part. So I'm gonna seal it. I'm gonna give it another matte coat, and then that'll be the last one. And the last stage will be putting like dusty effects on it.
What colour are you going to paint it, John?
You can hit him. Virtual slap.
Mute him, John. Mute him.
Yeah, just mute him. No.
But yeah, no, I can. The end's in sight now. I can see the end, so I'm gonna push on with that over the weekend, I think.
Yeah.
It's just a shame I forgot to take photos to my build thread today, but
That's all right. We'll believe you. You have to take some pictures of the chipping so we can see it.
yeah,
Definitely.
it's very nice.
Very good. Just a quick question before it disappears up there from Scott. He says, how long should he leave acrylic before spraying future? Depends on the acrylic you're using and how thick you've put it down, but I would leave it 24 hours.
Yeah, at least.
At least. You want it totally to cure, because don't forget, by putting another coat over the top, you're going to seal it. So if it isn't totally dried, it's not going to be able to gas off, as we call it. So you need it to be totally dry before getting it on. The usual thing is just stick your fingernail in it and see in an area that's not seen. And you'll get a clue from it from there. But, you know, I always say, if you're using like Vallejo or something else like that, 24 hours is normally fine.
Yeah. I say leaving it longer isn't going to harm it, is it? But doing it not leaving it long enough cause you a world of problems.
Yeah. Very nice indeed. Right, okay, Matt. Ooh, looking good.
There you go.
Nice lapel work.
I've got to paint his pink bits on his shoulder boards. Shoulder boards, aren't they, Andy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got his pink stripes to paint, but I was, he's getting there. He ain't wearing gloves, by the way. That's just a base coat for his flesh, for his hands. he got his brown gloves on, but yeah, and there's his little head with his floppy beret on.
Very nice.
Not bad for a dragon kit, actually. Not bad at all. I'm gonna say it's all no aftermarket, so yeah, it's coming out all right. Quite enjoyable.
He looks very angry.
He looks very angry. Well, you would be.
Well, he's German, isn't he?
Yeah, no. He's driving around in a Panzer One. You won't be overly chuffed, would you?
Oh, I suppose so. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's coming out all right. Like I say, there's his back end as well. We're pretty much same. So, happy days. Been a productive few hours on that, I think.
Yeah, very nice indeed.
Thank you.
And well, as you can see, I'll go overhead. We have got a Together CL215. Again, this canopy, I can't believe actually how well that fits. That is absolutely sharp. No problem at all. You could literally just PVA that and walk away. We've obviously painted it first and everything, but there's no filler going to be required on that as long as we keep it like that. Very nice. We've still got to do obviously seams and cleanups and done a little bit of re-riveting on the leading edges. I've done them with a wheel just to put those in, but the rest of it in the bigger areas we'll see exactly, because obviously we've got a seam line down here to take care of, obviously the one across here and down the back, but generally we don't rattle anymore, and I've still got to do the cleanup down under here, but the rest of it is all in there and we're all together. And yeah, like we said before, I'm just blown away how good the fit is. You know, there's not a fit issue with this kit whatsoever. You know, it just falls together. And it's got, you know, as I say, there's no big gaps, if you can see it, no gaps or anything under here with these wings, the way it all goes in, you know, so actually really nice. And it's a shame because, you know, would have raised rivets and all the rest of it. If I go to the close up, you can probably see it's got fantastic surface detail. It's all there, you know, but unfortunately, like we know, it's that thing, when you start sanding and cleaning up, which we've got to do on this, we're going to lose them. So you're into that thing, you either put raised rivets back down, something like archer rivets and something, or you end up having to sort of replace it with recess rivets. But if I just show you that clear part on here, you can see the cockpit's alright. I think it's perfectly adequate for what we need, but when this canopy is on, you can see there's no gaps on it at all. It really is very, very good. Excellent fit. So yeah, looking forward to cracking on with that one. As you say, it'll be clean up next time, and then we'll get going obviously with things like priming and painting, and we'll be discussing the things of putting down yellow, so it'll have to be primed in white or something else like that first, making its way through. But no, been a lot of fun today. Good job on that one.
Are you doing the windows in PVA, the side windows?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that'll be the old PVA clip around those as the final thing. So yes, been enjoying it actually. It's a really nice kit to work on. Again, it's something about doing the old classics. You have a real sense of sort of, you know, I wouldn't say it's a sense of achievement like some of the horror stories I've been working on recently, but it's a nice pleasurable build. So that's good.
In YouTube land, Phil says, quick question, bought a load of acrylic paints for airbrush, etc. Took 6 months break. When I opened them up, they'd all dried up. Is this normal?
No.
Paints were there.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got Vallejos that I've had for.
I have.
Yeah, I've got Vallejos over here, and they've got to be 10 years old plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, whose paints are there that's dried up? Interesting to know.
Completely tight. They might dry up that quickly, but no, I've got paints.
I mean, I've got Tammy ones here that must be
Years and
20 odd years old. Some of my Tammy paints, and
unless it's a really hot country. In a garage, which is normally like Baltic all year. That helps, I think. If they're in a hot room.
Don't know. So make sure your lids are always on, isn't it? I think it's the key. Yeah, make sure they're nailed down tight. Right, for the last time, we just quickly whip round everywhere. So don't forget, Flooring Models, we've got the discount. It's going to run to around about 9 o'clock as well. I'll tie in with what Andy does on the PM store, so you get all your things if you're in the UK. I know loads of you have. So you can grab all your bits and pieces, and then obviously it'll come off sale at 9 o'clock tonight. So make sure you get there nice and early. PM store, as obviously as we know, we've been speaking about all day. It's 10% off all kits, plus an extra 15. Well, it's not plus. It's instead of 15% off Dragon, 20% off all Fujami, 15% off of Hasegawa, Hobby 2000, and off of Ryfield models, as you can see down in there. We have got the big sale area we said about before. So obviously these will all come off. Well, it will disappear. You won't be able to see it for all these down in here. So these got extra show special discounts on them, all down in this area here. So you can go through, so you can grab yourself a bargain on those ones as well. And so we've got a bit of Zvezda down in there. So some really good stuff in there at very good prices. And then obviously we have got our specials area anyway. So this is some of the damaged box items and various things as well. So it's only very lightly damaged stuff, but again, discounted.
There's a couple of review samples in there as well, isn't there?
Yeah, and some of my review stuff goes in there as well. So if you want to grab yourself any of those, you can see them down there. Plus the fact, as you know, we do everything else as in paints and glues, all your sundries, your tools, and everything else like that, and all the manufacturers that are out there as well.
Just while I remember, we have had an Attacker restock lately that's gone in.
Nice.
And Mr. Hobby one as well. The only thing we're out of is levelling thinners, but that's coming in hopefully in the next week or so. So everything else pretty much. But yeah, Attacker, there's only a couple of Attackers out, and one of them's medium seed ready, isn't it, Andy?
Yeah. So our suppliers are out of it, so.
Yeah. But everything else we've stocked up, so if you want Attackers. But yeah, we're pretty good, and obviously AK's stocked up.
Yeah.
Some of the Mr. Colour Aqueous range, they're swapping over with things, so they keep going out of stock.
Yeah, and these ones, don't forget, well, these should be on special really. We have the Mr. Hobby stroke Sprout, shiwis for paint pots. We've got a few of these, so if you do fancy some of these, we have got these.
If you don't like a crusty rim,
if you don't like a crusty rim, you prefer something a bit smoother. These are for you. No more crusty bits round the edge.
Matt, you need to send them to Phil for him to do a review.
No, he doesn't. He's fine.
I don't want to get near Phil's crusty rim.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about my crusty rim. It's fine. So anyway, you get all your bits and pieces, as you know, just down in here. Click on them and all the rest of it, you can go. Don't forget our friends over in Greece. These are our serious models. They are official EU distributor for obviously Flooring Models products, so they're doing 10% off. So if you want to grab yourself from them, they are there. Plus the fact they do everything else as well. All right, all your usual titles and things. So if you want to get anything from them, you can do that just there. Over in land of Instagram, I don't know if anybody else has posted up anything. We've got one. Let me just refresh. Oh, we have got a couple. So we've got down in here one from Mark, and that is the Tacom M47 pattern.
Ooh, nice, isn't it?
Very nice, isn't it?
Okay, that's
nice detail on that back deck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really
I'll have a look at thingy, because I fancy doing a Vietnam one of them.
Yeah.
I wonder, like the Tacom kit probably would be a good choice to do.
Yeah.
What, the tricolour one or tricamo one or?
Well, just a proper, green one. But you could there's some nice weathering and have a few marines following it or something. I picked up some nice photos off the internet of them in Vietnam, so it's either that one or the Dragon kit. But yeah, interesting. Nice that though. Good.
Very good. Excellent. And we've got a very nice Mustang here from him as well. So this is the 24 scale Airfix kit.
Wow.
See, nice to see. You can still make something very nice out of the older kits, the classics.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah, really very, very nice job indeed. Let me just make sure we haven't got any in here as well.
Gordon says, do those things fit Tamiya bottles?
Yes, should
Yeah,
be.
I think it's the same neck, isn't it? Guns
And
those.
AK.
Yeah, and the AK ones, yeah.
Technically, I think they should fit. It's the thickness of the bottoms, isn't it, of the bottles? But I think the necks are all pretty much the same. I think.
Yes.
They're worth a try. We'll have to.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to say for sure, but I've got a feeling yes, they probably will. Because they're all 10 mil, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'll just break open a pack on next Wednesday's show and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different thickness as a glass they use, isn't it? Whose is that?
Well, if you can pronounce it.
Oh,
He is in chat, but look, there's the real thing for the Harvard. But this is the monogram T6.
92. It's nice, though, isn't it?
Very nice indeed. Excellent. Good job on that one. Very, very nice. So, yes, good job all round. And yeah, there we go. That will do us then, really. We're pretty much there. I know, because my partners in crime are down here, aren't we, kids? Yes. Somebody's telling us it's that time of the thing, isn't it? Yes. Anyway, massive thank you for joining us today. We've had a lot of fun, haven't we, guys?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
So, yes, very, very good. Hopefully you've joined it at home. Don't forget to give us a likes, because we've only got 66 likes. So I'm depending on you all now to smash that like button and to get us well over 100. Because apparently it helps with the algorithms and things and stuff. So smash that like button for me right now. That would be really good because I can watch it go up. If not, don't forget to like and subscribe everywhere that you see us. And there you go, it's going up there. Brilliant. And then obviously, if you do want to join Flory Models, and say there's no pressure, we do this for the love of it. But if you do want to see what we got on with the Flory family fully, instead of just this little glimpse into what we do, pretty much every day of the week, you can do that. Obviously, pop over to the florymodels.org site, and obviously full details are down in there. And it's pretty easy to sign up, have a look around, talk with fellow members and nice people from all around the world as well with the Flory Models family, which is around about 2,500 something odd members. So it'd be great to have you along if you want to join us fully. Don't forget, you get all the usual bits and pieces from your PM store as well. We'll be back with you on Wednesday with the PM show, won't we?
Yes,
out to the world. And obviously you can catch us on Thursday night, but I'll be back with you as always for members on Tuesday and Friday as well to make our way through. And then obviously the full video builds on Monday and on Fridays as well to catch up with. And plus of that, I've got a load of reviews because Matt sent me some stuff. I've got the other reviews down there from Ashima as well, so we'll be getting on with those next week. Good job.
Hey, yeah. All I can see is Lola's tail wagging.
I know, you can see her.
You can just see this
pair of eyes and a tail
Sad
goes
eyes.
past as well. The other one just sat there as well looking, saying it's 5 o'clock, it's dinner time. But anyway, thank you very much for joining us today. It has been an absolute pleasure. So we say take care everybody. We'll see you good soon. Don't forget to say goodbye, gentlemen. We're out of here. Say goodbye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.